Want to watch football without the restrictions of blackouts or cable? Check out expressvpn.com to help you get access to all the live games. Sign up today using the link in the description to get 3 free months. Action.
Kyoto Bolt fam, it's the director. Chargers fans, what's up, everybody? Hey, I got some news for you guys. I don't know if I'm mistaken here. I don't think I am, but I think we got some news after the early morning slate of games has concluded. Guess what? Your Los Angeles Chargers, I think, as of right now, have locked up at least a top 6 pick in the NFL draft. Right? I think that's how it's going to go down, right? If we win this game, I think the Chargers still, because of strength of schedule, are going to be... Oh, no, I think it's actually lowest wins. So at least a top 7 pick. At least a top 7 pick. Because obviously we can't go higher than 7 and 10. Either way, man, Chargers looking really good with a very high pick right now. If the Chargers do lose this game, however, let's say they do go 6 and 12... well, that would put the Chargers in and around the realm of, I would say, pick 6 through 4. So we're going to be keeping an eye on a couple of different games this week as well. Okay, we're going to keep an eye on the Cardinals game. I think they are playing, let's see, Cardinals are playing Seattle. So you never know with that one. I think Seattle, let's see the strength of schedule here. I think Lois does win. So if Arizona does win, the Giants with a loss, or even a win here, I don't even know, man. They would jump up right here. Either way, man. Looking at the New York Giants, they're facing off against the Philadelphia Eagles. We don't think they're going to win that game, but who knows? Arizona Cardinals took them down last week. The Chargers, though, here at pick number 6. I think 6 is a very realistic spot to hope for, even with a loss right here. But with some extra help, the Chargers could be looking at picks 5 or 4 as well. So let's get some shout-outs in the chat, man, while we're waiting for this game to kick off. Looks like they just did, and the Chiefs are going to be receiving. Let's say hello to everybody in the chat. We got Fabian joining the cast again. Welcome back, man. Good to see you. We got Now is the Time in the chat. We got Green Hulk. We got King D. Lloyd. We got Mike Molden. We got Burrell Bikes. Good to see you. We got K. Hen. We got Chris Grozo. We got Cool Runnings. Not So Rich. We got Mata. Good to see everybody in here. Mathenian back for 33 months says, let's battle and have a good game. Also tank just a bit. Here we go. Tara in the house as well. Good to see everybody in here, man. Here comes the first play from scrimmage for the Kansas City Chiefs, and they're going to pick up a solid 6 yards or so on their first run of the day with LaMichael Pirine. LaMichael Pirine is going to be the one that we're going to see handling a lot of the carries this week. But okay, I got making sure I have the... Yes, there it is. Let's turn this off for now. The red zone, just to make sure I can keep an eye on the other games. And again, we're looking to keep an eye on the Cardinals and Giants for the most part. Tennessee lost, so the Chargers guaranteed at least a top 7 pick. We'll see what happens there. Here comes quarterback Blaine Gabbert, who's going to get pressured and throws it away. It'll be 3rd and 4 coming up for the Kansas City Chiefs' first offensive possession. Love to see the Jags get knocked out. Yeah, it was a bit of a crazy game today. I was watching the Titans game for sure because, of course, that held implications for the Chargers draft. But, man, the Jags, who looked so promising this season, just lost their way out of the postseason. That's absolutely wild. How are we watching the game today? I'm watching on Sunday Ticket. Sunday Ticket today. Yeah, Tennessee did win. And that's going to go ahead and help the Chargers out in terms of their draft pick. And here comes a pass over the middle and through the hands of the receiver. I think it may have been the tight end right there. 4th and 4 coming up for the Chiefs, and it's going to be the first 3 and out of the game. I expect to see a couple of these today. And quite honestly, after their first gain of 6 yards on that first run, I'm kind of surprised that they didn't run it a couple of more times, at least one more time in that drive. If I'm the Chiefs, that's the best way to go through this game, right? You're going to want to run. You're going to choose some clock, get in, get out, minimal injuries. See what's going on in there. Darius Davis going to be back there to return the first punt of the game. Might see a couple of these again. Yeah, the Titans did win. They did win. Oh, yeah, for those of you guys who are still wondering how to get the game, Chargers fans can enjoy most home games on Paramount Plus. If you are not in the correct regions, definitely link it up with ExpressVPN and put your signal in the right territory, and it'll get you the game for sure. That is probably still the single-handed cheapest option to watch all Chargers home games this season. All Chargers home games. Paramount Plus a VPN. Please tell me you're doing a live stream for the Michigan-Washington tomorrow. I'm thinking about it. We have a lot of work to do in preparation for this week. Of course, the Chargers getting a lot of news on their new head coach. Here comes the first pass by the Chargers, somehow reined in by Gerald Everett. Looked like it would have been incomplete. Instead, Gerald Everett somehow cradles it, and it's going to be 2nd and 6. Only a 4-yard gain, but nice catch by Gerald Everett. But yeah, as the Chargers are looking around the corner of the official closing of the 2023 regular season, the coaching rumors are about to explode, guys. I kid you not. Tomorrow, obviously, the national championship. As soon as that night, we could start hearing some rumors. But I think throughout that week, it's going to be pretty crazy. Here comes Austin Eckler on a dump off. It's going to be a pickup of about 3 yards. 3rd and short coming up for the Chargers. To say 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. Now, of course, the Rudy rule, the Rodney rule, whatever the rule may be, the Chargers are going to have to conduct. They're going to be required to conduct a number of interviews before announcing their new head coach. Here comes Easton Stick on the scramble. He's going to pick up the first down with his feet. First down, Chargers at the 38-yard line. So it'll be a few days at least. I think last year, or I should say the last hire, Brandon Staley was announced, I think, on January 15th, depending on how the NFL schedule rounded out that season. I would expect in and around the same this season, but perhaps a lot sooner, because given Jim Harbaugh's history, he likes to have a quick turnaround with things. I think it was pretty evident with his interview with the Minnesota Vikings last season. So if the Chargers can get a couple interviews in between the 8th and the 10th, we may know a lot sooner than later. Here comes 1st and 10 for the Chargers. It'll be a run by Austin Eckler for a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. The Rooney rule. The Rooney rule. I know. That was close. That was close. Harbaugh loves a great passing catch tight end. Yep. And there's a lot of implications. Again, we're trying to keep an open mind. I certainly am trying to educate myself with the other coaching candidates as much as possible. I think we know a good amount of a lot of these guys. What I'm worried about is that we have the same thing happen where this random name that we've never heard of comes out of nowhere, and we have to kind of catch up on the fly. But this season feels different. Chargers look like they're operating a little bit different. Here comes a deep bomb by Easton Stick. Oh, my goodness. It's double coverage on Josh Palmer, and it'll be 3rd and 9 just like that. Josh Palmer, 2 defensive backs all over him. Like to see the Chargers taking deep shots, but maybe not into double coverage. It'll be 3rd and 9. Yes, the Rooney rule. So for a lot of people have been asking me, Director, can we see Jim Harbaugh get hired tomorrow? The only way that's possible is if they have other head coaches in the building. And they interview everybody else before Jim even arrives to the building, and then they get that interview inside the paperwork, bing, bang, boom, you're good to go, which is technically like possible, I guess. You can go in there and interview like 4 of your own guys, get Jim in there, and get hired right away, but who knows? Here comes a pass over the middle. Chargers are going to hit their man, Keelan Doss, for a first down, actually. No, it's going to be just short of the first down. 4th and 1 for the Chargers in no man's land at the 47-yard line. And Giff Smith, not one to take huge risks like Brandon Staley, may be bringing out the punt team, but at the 47-yard line, it certainly may be worth a shot. I think they're going to bring out the punting unit. Oh, they are going to go for it. They are going to go for it. Here come the Chargers with the QB sneak, and I think they got it, dude. That's something that makes me ask that question. Why didn't we try the QB sneak more often? I think Easton Stick, even without the stature and frame of Justin Herbert, just sneaks it over the line. He gained like 2 or 3 yards with that play on the sneak. It'll be first down Chargers at the 50. Let's go, Giff. Also, keeping an eye on the scoreboard. Let me make sure I got the relevant ones. We're looking at the Cardinals. We're looking at, do the Bears matter as much anymore? No, they're down at 11. We are looking at Philadelphia, New York. I think those are the 2 main ones that we're looking for, because with the New England Patriots losing, That pretty much solidifies them there. Washington with a strength of schedule of 513. Arizona with 561. Okay. We got a good idea. So Washington, New York, and Arizona is kind of what we're keeping a light eye on the side. Yeah, Chris, I see you, man. I see you. Harbaugh hype is taking over the Chargers Nation. We'll see what happens there. 2nd and 5 after an Austin Eckler carry of 5 yards. Here comes Easton Stick. Well, it looks like the 54-yard line. Easton's going to step back. He's looking for a target. He wants to take another shot. Instead, he's going to reel it in and starts taking off with his legs. Easton Stick's going to slide at the 37-yard line. Picks up another 7 yards and a first down. Chargers at the Kansas City 39. Kansas City 39. Sorry, 54-yard line. 46-yard line. Excuse me, everybody. Hey, we haven't had our obligatory monster today. One day we'll get them as a sponsor. Here comes Easton Stick. Fires. Sideline. Looking for his target. It's going to be incomplete. Josh Palmer getting plenty of targets this week. Just a lot of coverage all over him. And I would assume that the Kansas City Chiefs know that he's the number one guy right now. And they're going to throw more resources at him than normal. Jim Harbaugh! Keep it up. We will never shut that down. Father-in-law is a Michigan native. He keeps saying Harbaugh isn't leaving. I'm sure everybody's saying the same thing wherever they're from. I got a buddy that's a Raiders fan that's saying, hey, he's coming here, man. Pretty much confirmed. Chargers fans are saying the same thing. Michigan fans are saying the same thing. We'll have to wait and see. All I'm going to say is that we've done our due diligence on our side as Chargers fans, and the evidence is just unbelievable. We're going to have to wait and see. Here comes a nice carry by Josh Kelly. He'll pick up maybe 9 on that 2nd and 10, but there's going to be a illegal shift on the Chargers. It'll be 2nd and 15 coming up instead. Kansas City 44. No, Bill Belichick is better. I feel like my foundation with the whole Belichick idea was shaken, but it wasn't broken. Does that make sense? Like, yeah, we're a little bit more cautious hearing a lot of I don't know if you guys heard the drama behind the scenes with the Patriots and their front office. Sounds bad, but we don't know. And a part of me still is going to live with the idea that let's not overthink the 6-time Super Bowl champion on the squad. Here comes Quentin Johnston with a nice screen. He'll get down just short of the first down. 3rd and 2 coming up for the Kansas City 31. And with Cameron Dicker on the roster, I'm sure the Chargers are going to be loading him up for plenty of field goals today. Brawl Bikes coming in with a $2 haul says, how has Mrs. Director emotionally this season? How has she been doing emotionally this season? I think a lot of the times she's waiting to see what my face looks like when I come back from a stream. And that'll dictate a lot of it. Here comes Josh Palmer with a reception and a first down for the Chargers at the 24-yard line, getting close to the red zone. I think she's been doing pretty well. She's starting her own gig right now, which is pretty exciting, and we'll give you guys more of a scoop on that later. It's kind of a fun insider thing. Nothing to do with the Chargers, but something maybe to do with me, so we'll have to wait and see. But she's been doing pretty good, staying busy. As far as the Chargers go, though, they as everybody else, it takes her for an emotional roller coaster. Juan coming in with the 24 months. Here comes a carry by Easton Stick, and Easton's going to slide after picking up maybe 6. It'll be 2nd and 3 coming up. Here comes Juan with the 24 months. Well, lost a bet to my little bro this season, or this preseason, told him the Raiders would be the bottom of the division. Now I have to buzz my head. Either way, bolt up. Ah, Juan! I'm sure you'll rock it, though. I'm sure you'll rock it. Yeah, I mean, if the Chargers end up with a nice head coach this upcoming season, make that bet again. Double down. Double or nothing for next season. So wait and see. Thank you so much, Juan. Good to see you. Screen is what QJ should have been doing all year. Yeah, the Chargers should have been using QJ a lot differently. We'll have to wait and see how they adjust. Here comes Easton Stick firing to the sideline. Nicely defended by the Chiefs. Extended arm by, is that Jalen Watson? Yeah, Watson with the batted down pass. Could have had an interception, but that'll save it from being a touchdown at least. Here comes 3rd and 3 for the Chargers. Game being blocked out in San Diego. Try Paramount Plus with ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN. in switching your region and getting access to the game there. That's the best way to get access to the home games. Probably the cheapest way, too, the VPN and Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus. Here comes 3rd and 2 for Easton. Fires over the middle. He's going to hit Josh Palmer, who picks up the first down. Chargers looking like they're going to grab a touchdown this drive, man. At the 9-yard line. 1st and goal. Chargers offense has been moving. Keeping an eye on the line for the Chiefs. For some of their starters. They got Chris Jones in there. Watson's in there. So the Chargers offense looking pretty good versus a defense that has some nice players on it for the Chiefs. Here comes Easton Stick, who's going to scramble for 4. It'll be 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. Red Paramount Plus, no luck. Got Sunday ticket. Oh, bummer. What's up, Chase? 22 months in the stank continues. Good to see you, buddy. Chargers head coach next season, Strandon Bailey. Here comes 2nd and goal for the Chargers. Another quarterback draw. This time the Chiefs are all over it. It'll be 3rd and goal coming up. Easton Stick looking a little like Taysom Hill today. Let's line this man up at tight end, see what happens. That was the dream, right? When we all were like, oh, Max Duggan drafted by the Chargers late. We got to Taysom Hill. I think Stick could be Taysom a little bit. But let's be honest. Taysom is kind of a unicorn. You're not going to see many players like him. Here comes 3rd and goal for the Chargers. And Easton's going to take off again. Oh, he fumbled it. There goes the Chiefs. They're going to return this for a touchdown. Are you kidding me? Number 21 down the sideline. The 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Chiefs. Oh, no. A disaster unfolds in the first quarter. What are we to do, Chargers fans? Wow. Clean strip and returned for a touchdown, man. Press the button. I'm not pressing the button for the Chiefs. We have a line. We have a line. Oh my goodness gracious. What looked like a touchdown drive through and through turned into a disaster for the Chargers offense. 7 points the other way. And the Chiefs defense the first on the board this week. Secretly happy. I want to every time the Chiefs score, I literally want this energy. I want the oh no. Just need a little cat. The Chargers have done it again. This shows Stick is a team player. Yeah, I would say so. Here comes Taylor with the 2. Brock. Again, guys. This is so okay, if you watch my show, how long we've been around for now? 4 years now? Is that channel 4 years old now? Wow. I know it was a lot older before that, but I'm talking about when I switched just to Chargers. If you guys didn't know, I did a lot of Madden stuff back in the day. We switched to Chargers permanently. I think Justin Herbert's rookie season. Just before that. And going in let's say 4 years, right? I don't think there's been a single game, even throughout some of the disasters that we've seen, that I ever wanted to lose. I don't think, like, it's so hard to say. Yeah, okay, secretly, yeah, I think we all want to lose this game, okay? But I think there is something here, right, in terms of, like, the sacrificial lamb of the 2023 season, right? We need that ritual now to, like, wipe away the stanky of the 2023 season, and Brandon Staley in particular, and usher in a new era for the new head coach who could very well be Jim Harbaugh. Let's get this man a better draft pick. And again, as if you guys are not following, some of the teams that we're looking at, New York is leading Philadelphia, technically, right? Seattle needs to lose to the Cardinals. That would be kind of crazy. A couple of miracle games here, and the Chargers could jump to, like, top 5 or 4 even. I think 4 is the absolute highest that we can go, right? I think it might be. Either way, with a little bit of help, I think the Chargers lock in a top 5 pick today. I think they could do that. And with that, man, a top 5 pick, a top 5 quarterback, if Harbaugh enters the league, I think automatically top 5 coach. Like, this could be one of the most dramatic transformations in Chargers history over the shortest amount of time possible. It's pretty insane to think about the repercussions of all this, man. It really, really is. Osai with the 2 says, I don't know whether to boo or celebrate. We're all kind of there with you right now, man. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. We got Envy coming in with a $5 holla. Had a crap year, director. Lost my biological mother. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, man. And my godmother towards the end of the year. I hope the new year brings better times ahead. Well, first off, I wish you all the luck this season, Envy. I truly do. And that's kind of why I personally lean into stuff like the Chargers and football. I think life has a lot to throw at you. You're going to hit some of your lowest of lows. I hit some of mine with some family members passing last season, too. And my community here and my hobbies, mainly the Chargers, even with the crappy season, help me through it. It's a good distraction. So here comes Easton Stick with a nice 15-yard carry. He's not done carrying the football. He'll pick up a first down at the Chargers 40. God bless to you, man. Good luck to your 2024. Let's make it a much better season this year. Dexter with Hugo, Giants need to win. Yeah, Giants need to win. Giants need to win. Giants need to win. Boss Mac with the 20. Can't lie, I'm really hoping we lose. I was happy to see that fumble. Let's get the best pick possible. It feels weird to cheer for the opponent. It's okay. Can we make some amendments here? Okay, so we're not cheering for the Chiefs. We're cheering for the Chargers, but to lose, right? Can we say that? Is that better? Better turn phrase? Yeah? Because from here to the end of time, screw the Chiefs. But the Chargers still have a way to help us, right? Let's make that happen. Let's make that happen. Thank you so much, Boss Mac. $20 holla. Dude, thank you so much, dude. In the Tank Bowl, the final Tankathon finale episode. Finale of the regular season, man. This season went by so quick, yet so slow. Gives us some time to reminisce. Thank you, everybody, so much for all the support. Here comes a nice play by Easton. Pass down to Josh Palmer, who's going to pick up a solid 8 or 9 yards. 3rd and 3 coming up. Thoughts on the Steelers making the playoff? Tomlin's a hell of a coach, man. Tomlin is a heck of a human being.
I can't lie, I'm really hoping we lose. I was so happy to see that fumble. Let's get the best pick possible. It feels weird to cheer for the op. High voltage sign.
It is so weird.
High voltage sign.
And Quentin Johnston is going to get overthrown. It's going to be 4th and 3, and maybe the Chargers go for it. It's likely a Chargers punt. Tomorrow's game is going to be the one we're all waiting for. Yeah, thank you again so much, Boss Mac. Big supporter of the channel. Appreciate you guys. And again, appreciate everybody. This last year was awesome. This channel's been growing exponentially over the last, 2 years. Thank you guys so much for keeping up with all the support and supporting me some Yahoo on YouTube. May not have all the know-how. May not have all the X's and O's as deep as maybe other people, but I think that's what makes this stream special. We are a cornucopia of fans. We are a pocket of fans with a certain perspective of hype and enjoyment and optimism. It's made for a very enjoying experience here, guys. Thank you so much for all the support. Really, thank you truly for making this my gig. Here comes George with the 4 months. Are we locked in at top 6 already? I think we're locked at top 7. If the Chargers win this game, I think Tennessee just edges us out, right? Is it highest first or lowest first? I think it's lowest first, right? Actually, we can find that out right here. 4 and 12. These guys are pretty much tied. Yeah, lowest first. So if the Chargers win, technically we get bumped to 7. Tennessee gets bumped to 6. But with the loss, we're anywhere between, I would say, 6 and 4, right? Have to wait and see how that all pans out. Roswell, is that New Mexico supports you? What up, Carlos? Thank you, New Mexico Familia. Appreciate it. You think Melvin Gordon's going to get 2 rings on the bench this year? That would be just so correct of karma, I guess. I don't know. Can we jump on the Cardinals? And yeah, I'll keep you guys posted on the Cardinals and the Giants. Right now, the Cardinals are losing to the Seattle Seahawks, but it's 3-0. And I'm looking at Red Zone right now. They got the tiny little screen up right now. I think the Eagles are on offense. I think they just went for a QB sneak, and they may have not gotten it. I don't know. But they are trailing to the Giants 3-0, but it's the Eagles, so we gotta temper expectations there. And then what could maybe affect the draft a little bit too is a Washington win, but they're currently trailing 7-0 to the Dallas Cowboys. And the Commanders may be trailing 10 here in just a minute with a field goal. Hey, Dexter, I appreciate that, man. I may not always comment, but I'm always watching my favorite Chargers channel. Hey, Dexter, I appreciate you, dude. Truly, thank you. One day, we'll get the check mark. We'll meet up in L.A. We'll have a little get-together, a little fun, and cause some havoc in and around SoFi. It'll be a good time. Juan with the $2 Hollis director. Did you see Derrick Henry is officially a free agent? Yeah, he is. Yeah, and honestly, I think a lot of us want a running back through the draft, right? I think that's the smart. By the way, we're in commercial break for you. Like, where's the game? We're in commercial break. I think a lot of us want a running back through the draft. Let's be honest. There's some good ones in there. I think there's a pocket of like 4 good ones, maybe 5, like really solid running backs. We're like, okay, they're going to be great in the NFL. After that, it's kind of like, who knows? Because this isn't, in my opinion, the strongest running back class that we've seen in a minute. If the Chargers do miss out on a solidified number 1, because we're probably not going to have Austin Eckler next season. Josh Kelly's a free agent. The only running back we're going into next season, like for certain, is Isaiah Spiller. So if the Chargers miss out on the draft, why not buy yourself a year or two with signing a guy like Derrick Henry, right? It's not the permanent solution, but it's a heck of a temporary one. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be all about that. Oregon loves the Bolts. Let's go. I loved how much, because honestly, I looked at the Ducks the way I think many people looked at the Chargers for a long time. I was like, yeah, they're a cool program. I know some Chargers that come out of there, but for the most part, the cleanest uniforms in football history. Like, I would say maybe even edging out the Chargers a little bit, right? But it's college ball. Here comes a big pass from Gabbert to Ross. Gonna pick up a first down. Always admiring the vet. But when we picked up Justin Herbert, man, did the Oregon fans start flooding in. And y'all are a good crowd, I'll say. I like the cut of your jib. I like your attitudes. I like your optimism. I know some years maybe it's not as prominent, but you guys have been a good crowd. Brock Bowers is who we want. Oh, yeah, baby. Jason with the month says, thank you for all you do for us Chargers fans. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate you. Thank you. Here comes 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. They're going to run it. I have to assume that's Pirine. Is that Pirine's brother of the Washington Commanders? Did he go somewhere else? What was his name? Samaje Perine? Is that Pirine's brother or cousin or something? Yeah, we could definitely do a lot worse than Derrick Henry as a free agent for like a year, right? Sign him to a year contract. Wait for next year's draft of running backs, right? I don't know. We're going to grab Randall's here in just a second. Here comes 2nd and 8 for the Chiefs. Where are they at right now? 48-yard line. It's going to be a screen pass. Did they blow the whistle? I think the Chargers may have just gotten a defensive touchdown. What? Yo! Wait. So it was a screen pass that was thrown backwards. The Chiefs player didn't get it, and then he just watched the Chargers defense run it back for a touchdown. We're waiting to see the officials. Ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. I think it's clearly going forward. It'll be 3rd and 8 coming up. Randall coming in with a $5 holla. Titans beat us this year. Therefore, with the same record, they pick after us in the draft. I'm actually not quite sure how that works. That's how I thought it worked. Then somebody told me differently. And then somebody told me the same. And now you're telling me the same. I think something that carries further is the strength of schedule, I guess. I don't know. I guess we're going to wait and find out. This Tankathon website, they're pretty good in real time. we'll wait and see what happens right after the game to get a firm answer there. And then, of course, on Bleacher Report after the game, we're going to give you guys a solid answer as well. Here comes Blaine Gabbert, who's going to get obliterated. That's Khalil Mack, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Khalil Mack adds to his sack total. Where does that put him now, baby? Let's go. Thank you so much, Randall, for the $5 hollow, baby. That's sack number 17. What? Isn't that tied with TJ Watt? Who's the sack leader right now? Audible. Wow. Here comes the punt by the Chiefs. It's going to be a touchback. Sack leader right now. Oh, TJ's got 19 sacks, right? He's got 19. Okay. He started with 17. He got 2 today, right? Or yesterday. That's how it ended up. So Khalil Mack with that sack, I think he jumps up to 2, right? He's tied at second with Trey Hendrickson. Why is this site giving me so much grief? So if Khalil Mack can get 2 more sacks, we're looking at the sack leader at least tied with TJ Watt. That'd be kind of crazy. I mean, who says we can't get 2 more sacks this week, baby? We're going up against the backups. The Titans did win. Yes, the Titans did win, thus securing us at least a top 7 pick. I think 6 is the most likely right now. A little help gets us a top 5 pick. 17 this season, 101 for his career. Khalil. Never stop, baby. Here comes Steve at the 35. Hey, director, Happy New Year. If Harbaugh comes, look for Corum and Roman Wilson. And hopefully, yeah, dude, there's a lot. But we're thinking in terms of Michigan Wolverines, right? Corum is the one that you hear a lot. And I think Corum is what? I think right now projected 3rd or 4th round. Something like that. That would not be a bad pickup. You kind of get to keep a lot of what Austin Eckler offered you, but with some different skill sets as well. How's Corum in the blocking? I think I remember him being a pretty nice chip blocker, right? Who knows? Who knows? You have to expect it, too. J.J. McCarthy, backup quarterback, where is he going, huh? In terms of the draft. He's probably, what, a day 2 pick, right? If he's a day 3, who says no? Permanent backup for the Chargers? I have no idea where he's going, by the way. Corum's kind of old, though. Yeah, but, I mean, you could do worse, right? That's why I'm kind of saying that this year, there's some good running backs. I wouldn't be upset with Corum at all, by the way. I think he'd be a solid running back for the Chargers. But I still think we'd be looking for that one in the future. But I think Corum could end up being that. I think this is worth taking a shot on, for sure. In commercial break right now. Chargers will come back out in offense here in just a moment. Thank you so much, Steve, for the 35. Here comes 28 from Red. He says, director, not the season we wanted, but thank you for all you do keeping us entertained. We have for the offseason. Hey, thank you so much, Red. Thank you so much, everybody, dude. I really do appreciate that. Kind words. And I've said this a couple of times, but every once in a while you run through some pockets of terrible comments and feedback. YouTube can be a pretty brutal place, as I'm sure Dexter can tell you. It can be a lovely place most of the time, especially when you build a nice community. But sometimes, every now and then, man, you get that one comment that just rubs you the wrong way. You kind of carry that throughout the day. Hearing that from you guys, though, pretty much wipes all that away. I appreciate that. Thank you, everybody, for the kind words, allowing me to be here. Here comes 1st and 10 for the Chargers. At the 20-yard line, Josh Palmer in motion, swinging back around. Might be a swing to the running or to the wide receiver. It is. Swing pass to Josh Palmer, who's going to break the first tackle. Goes down after a pickup of 6. Did you hear Andy Reid may retire this year? Didn't they say the same thing last year? I remember hearing that last year. Maybe it was the year before. That would be insane. I've not heard anything about that, though, so I'll take it with a grain of salt, but that would be pretty insane. Liam says, thank you for making being a Chargers fan better. Hey, we have to live through this. Yeah, but you know what? Honestly, it's darkest right before the dawn. And some of the narratives that are to follow today's and tomorrow's games are some of the biggest, most impactful moves that could potentially happen in this franchise's history. And there's been some big moves made throughout the franchise's history, right? With, LaDainian Tomlinson, the trade there, and Phillip Rivers, some very, very big moves that you can say you can tack on like the top 5 biggest moves of the Chargers in history. Jim Harbaugh to the Chargers holds potential to maybe top all of them out. It really does. And not just because Harbaugh's amazing and he can turn pretty much any team around in a very short amount of time, but the situation he'd be walking into is insane. Already have a franchise quarterback, have a top 5 pick. You got young stars all over the roster. You have 1 year of figuring out your cap. After that, whatever, right? You're going to have more money than God. Like, it's insane, the potential you could see with Jim Harbaugh. So that's why this season being such a bummer and Chargers fans being in the deepest of pits for the longest time, now having the hope of a Jim Harbaugh all kind of come out back to light. It's been such a huge resurgence of Chargers fandom that I've seen in the last month with Jim Harbaugh potentially coming to reign the team this next season. Very, very big. Very, very big. Win-loss record is first, then heads up, then conference record, then strength of schedule. Okay, gotcha. So the Chargers could be locked in to a top 6 pick already. We'll have to wait and see how that all sheds out. But, I mean, top 6 already, that could be pretty good. Actually, I dealt with millions of middle schoolers. You see those? I can't imagine middle schoolers being the primary, right? The primary. Woo! The generations have changed a little bit, man. The anonymity
director?
Of online
Hope you're having a great new year
speak.
So far. Who do you got winning this year's Super Bowl? Personally, I would like to see Lamar get a ring.
We darn catch needs to count. Paulie with the $10 haul. Let's read that back again. How's it going, director? Hope you're having a great new year so far. Definitely cannot complain. The Harbaugh hype has kept us all going, right? Sustained. Who you got winning this year's Super Bowl? Personally, I'd like to see Lamar get a ring. Honestly, I do think that the Ravens, as far as the AFC go, are certainly my favorite. The Niners, for some reason, feel like a really, very real team this season as far as the NFC is concerned. So I'll say, Ravens, Niners, Ravens take it. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. I've been leaning towards the Niners most of the time, but Ravens have been just looking on another level. Absolutely fantastic. You go with the 5 coming in. Here comes a run first by Austin Eckler. He's going to get wallets behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 4 from the Chargers' own 26-yard line. Hugo says, who would you be okay trading cutting from the Telesco era that wouldn't hurt you as a fan and would benefit the team if it makes sense? Man, it sucks to even think about that because the biggest players that are at the forefront of trade and cuts are Khalil Mack, which would suck, Joey Bosa, which would hurt me personally. I would take that very personally. Lately, it's been Derwin, which is blowing my mind. I don't know why we're talking about that. Derwin James. The Bears fans are hoping for Justin Herbert. I don't know, man. That's a really good question. I'll have to think on. Here comes Easton Stick. He's scrambling, trying to find a man open. He's going to have to throw that thing away. 4th down coming up and another punt for the Chargers. A trade that wouldn't hurt me too much. I don't know how much you would get for a guard. I think Zion Johnson still has a lot of potential, though. I still don't think I want to trade him. Nor Sawyer. Well, that's a really good question. Maybe a lot of the guys that I would suggest, maybe trading are already on contract years, like Alohi Gilman, Gerald Everett. Yeah, I don't know. That would be really tough. That would be really, really tough. We're not trade. Yeah, I would never trade Rashawn Slater. Absolutely not. I think, the best trade candidates are the ones that you would maybe cut anyway. So Khalil Mack, I'll put Khalil Mack's name on there. Even though it would suck and hurt as a fan a little bit, I think the likeliness of that happening anyway is pretty huge. And in the end, I think Khalil Mack has just played his way up to a potential day 2 pick, like a round 3 pick, maybe 4 at the very worst. So he went out there and he did one last thing for the Chargers before potentially getting traded. Bringing in an extra 3rd rounder would certainly not hurt. That's probably the biggest one. Then, of course, Mike Williams, stuff like that. It would be pretty crazy. Mike Will is likely a cut, just because I don't think anyone's taking on that contract with the injury on top of it, if you know what I mean. And, Director, how many compensatory picks would the Bolts be rewarded with these moves? Trade Bosa, cut Mike, Lindsley, Kendricks. I think compensatory only involves players with expiring contracts, if I'm to be correct there, right? It's just expiring contracts. I don't know if cuts count. Maybe they do. I think maybe trades count. I don't know. Maybe not. I think it's just basically if your contract expires and you're a great player, then you get compensatory. But that's a murky waters that I'm not quite well versed in. We'll have to wait and see. We've seen Bears fans trying to say they would trade for Herbert #1 pick. Yeah, try #1 pick for the rest of your life. #1 pick every single season and your firstborn, and maybe we'll have a conversation. Even then, no. Any update on Corey Linsley? We will probably not know until the offseason, if that. I'll say this. If Linsley's situation is serious to the point where he needs to, like, maybe retire, I would expect him, his money to come off the books, him retire, and then us end on good terms. And hopefully maybe the Chargers bring him back as a coach. He's a fantastic leader. Those offensive line, those young men. But more than likely, I would say he probably goes back to Green Bay. Got a lot of ties back there. Trading Rashawn Slater. I don't think you trade a franchise left tackle. They're so hard to come by, right? We're going to have to pay him for sure. But I think you got to keep him on the roster no matter what. Left tackle's so huge. And shall we get news of coaching interviews? I'm getting antsy. So the earliest I think you're going to hear any news from Coach Harbaugh or the Chargers or anybody, coach news period, I think it's going to be tomorrow night after the national championship. I think you're going to start hearing some very firm news that coming Tuesday. Like the Chargers are meeting with Harbaugh. They are looking at signing a contract, but they're going to have to interview a couple of guys additionally on top of that too. Here comes a huge ball by Blaine Gabbert. It's going to be too far for Justin Ross, who's seeing some of his first action in a while. I know Chiefs fans wanted to see him play this week. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Chiefs at the 28. The Rooney Rule. Got to go. I think it's 5, right? 5 interviews and a minority interview or something like that before you can sign your new coach. I think that may be the protocol. But depending on how fast the Chargers can do that will result in how fast maybe Harbaugh becomes a Charger, if that's what's going to happen. Here comes a run by the Chiefs, who picks up only maybe 2 yards. 3rd and 7 coming up for the Chiefs at the 31-yard line. We won't know until the divisional. Yeah, I think, again, last time we had a coach hire was Brandon Staley, and I think that was January 15th. January 15th, which for us would be a week from tomorrow. But Harbaugh's situation could be a little quicker. I would say at least a few days quicker. Harbaugh or bust. That's how a lot of us feel. Here comes a pass over the middle. Nice ball by Blaine Gabbert. It's going to be a first down and number 12. Mecole Hardman. I forgot he's back. Mecole Hardman picks up the first down. How about this, Director? What will our Bolts cap space and dead money be with these moves? Trade Bosa, cut Mike, Linsley, Kendricks, extend Allen, Khalil Mack, restructure James. So Khalil's already been restructured. It would be more of an extension at that point. You would probably have to add another year or two to his contract, which at age 33, I could still see the Chargers doing that. That could technically work. Here comes a run up the middle by the Chiefs. It'll be a pickup of 5 or 6, but there's going to be a flag holding against the Chiefs. So technically, yeah, you could definitely keep Khalil Mack. You would probably have to move on from Joey Bosa. But the big thing that people are asking about, why are we trading Khalil Mack and not Joey Bosa, or cutting one or the other? Because of course some people are not happy with Bosa's health the last 2 years and maybe some of his production. That's hard for me to say. The biggest reason is money. Joey Bosa, you'd be saving like, I think $14 million or something like that. Khalil, you'd be saving over 20, right? And Joey's dead money would be massive if you decided to cut him this year. It would make more sense to pay him and let him play this year and cut him next year, because then you're saving a lot more money, have a ton less dead cap, and you're not adding another huge need on the team, if that makes sense. Also, the age. He's only 29. Khalil's going to be 33, 34. That's kind of the situation there with the edge rushers. Who am I cheering for in the playoffs? I think right now, I do like Josh Allen and the Bills as a team. I enjoy watching them. The Ravens would be fun as far as the AFC goes. As far as the NFC, man, I got to say, I like following the Niners this year. They've been a fun team to watch. NFC, Niners, not much of a Cowboys guy. I would say, yeah, Niners. Here comes a pass underneath, and Derwin James blows this up. So he passed underneath to number 29, P. Ryan, who gets blown up. 3rd and 15 coming up for the Chiefs at their own 36. We are still at a 12-minute marker of the second quarter right now. A lot of football left to play. I love Joey, but man, it's always something, an injury or tantrum. Yeah, I think the biggest thing that you look at from the Staley system was the lack of discipline. Really kind of spread the roots through the locker room a little bit. It felt like nobody was being held accountable. Attitudes were going unchecked. And they're football players, right? Young guys, they got to be, sometimes monitored that way. And I feel like Coach Staley, as well of a leader as he could have been, you got to be a boss before you can be a friend sometimes, especially in football. I don't know if we saw a good enough ratio there. Now, the only way I think the Chargers maybe part ways with Joey Bosa that makes more sense, even with the financial consequences, is if the Chargers find a trade partner that's pretty desperate, right? And this even more than likely happens after the June 1st deadline. So if Joey Bosa goes out here and says, hey, we need to maybe move on from this guy, after June 1st, and you're saving a lot of money in terms of dead cap anyway, there's going to be teams that missed out on the draft, teams that missed out on free agency that are going to be desperate, looking for that position, a premium position. That is probably the only way we move on before next season. And if you're looking at trading Joey around that time, you're probably looking at a second or first round pick, not even kidding. That name value can carry. It really, really can, especially at that particular position. Yeah, Dexter, it was kind of a riot out there. How would you feel if we trade Bosa for Chase Young in a second round? Or see, I don't think that would ever happen. But of course, that's when you kind of pull the trigger on right away. Brandon Staley almost made me dislike Derwin. It's crazy to see how much better Derwin and a lot of these players were in the Gus Bradley system. That's why I kind of don't want to give up on Bosa. I get Bosa's been a little hot-headed and underperforming and not as healthy, but my goodness gracious, can he be a great player in the right situation? And the situation has just looked not great the last 3 years. Not great at all. Yeah, we see that. The Giants currently winning by 3 points. We'll keep an eye on that score. The Cardinals are threatening. It's a 3rd and goal. Now 4th and goal. They're likely going to take their points there, but be tied with the Seattle Seahawks. So keep an eye on those games, man. Big implications for the Chargers draft with wins by those teams. JT Woods. Oh, my God. Can we talk about JT Woods for a second? What the heck happened? They said illness, right? He was inactive all season. Didn't play a single game. He had an illness I think he was listed with an illness for most of the season. What happened? First of all, I hope he's okay. There's not anything serious going on with his health, right? But if it's not, and if it's just kind of like, okay, he's not playing because there's issues with the quality of play there. Man, what's going on, dude? And it sucks because I think safety is going to end up being a position of need. Some good signs from JT maybe helps you move on from Alohi if you have to. I would like to see Alohi come back, but JT's kind of like the only guy we have left there. So I don't know, man. JT, like, what the heck happened? Gerald Everett has been ruled out with a knee injury, by the way. Gerald Everett is out with a knee injury. Dan Henley's taking some snaps right now. Will Mack increasing his trade value, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Yeah, hopefully Everett is okay. Seven's in the chat for our guy, Gerald Everett. A solid option at tight end for the Chargers this season. We'll have to wait and see if we bring him back this year. With the Chargers having some options at tight end in this draft, of course, with where we're drafting. Some would say, Brock Bowers a little high at pick 6 or 5. I think I'm fine at 6 or 5, right? I think a lot of people would be fine at 6 or 5. Some people are saying because of the injury or something. He already came back from that, right? That it could bring him down. His size, I think, is something I hear that could bring him down. Here comes a 2nd and 10 underneath past Austin Eckler. It's only going to go back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10 coming up for the Chargers. 10.5 left in the clock for the second quarter. I think the biggest knock on him that people are saying is that his size isn't as prototypical. What is he, 6'4"? Right? 250 pounds or something like that. Let's go take a look here. Brock Bowers 6'4", 240 pounds. Like, that's not terrible, but it's certainly not like in the upper percentile that you're hoping to see with tight ends in the NFL. But this dude isn't your prototypical NFL tight end. He's like a receiver. And if you view him more as a receiver and you stack him up against that position, boy, howdy, does he look fantastic. Because you're going to see him play in the slot most of the time anyways, right? You're going to see him playing slot, even outside. And when he's not, whatever, on the line, he's a great blocker too. Like, there's just so much to like about him that I feel okay with him at 5 or 6. I absolutely do. Now, if you see a value at 5 like Malik Neighbors, right? Certainly a Marvin Harrison Jr., then obviously you hit the pull the trigger on that. By the way, 4th and 9 for the Chargers after an incomplete pass to Josh Palmer, and the Chargers are punting it away. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at there. Here comes Burrell Bikes with the $2 haul. Other than quarterback, are we set at any position right now? Are we set at any position? I don't think we are. I think special teams is great right now. With the returner, the kicker, the punter. All of that looks fantastic. Maybe that's it. Both lines need help. Secondary needs help. Linebacker needs help. Receiver needs help. Tight end needs help. We need help at every position other than quarterback and special teams. But, honestly, with good coaching, you can overcome a lot of that. Oh, Washington has scored. They're in the red zone. Right now, 7-7 versus the Dallas Cowboys, and they're going to score again. Jahan Dotson, no, it's going to be incomplete. I got red zone on the side, by the way. Excuse me, it was Curtis Samuel who almost comes up with the toe tap right there. He may have got it. I think he's out of bounds. He may have got it inbounds before then, though. That would be crazy if they go up 14-7 on the Cowboys. He was out of bounds. But keeping an eye on that game, Cardinals are tied. Giants are up 10-0. Ooh! Yo, what's going on with them Eagles, dude? Yo, guys, remember the 5th of November, the day that the Eagles fell. Wow. If the Giants win this game and the Chargers lose, we're automatically top 5, and the Cardinals have a shot at winning that game, which would put them at... No, if they win that game now, that would put them at 5-12 as well. Holy crap. And Washington is tied right now. What are the Chargers at? 5-2-5. Lowest win. So I think the highest we can go is 4. Even if these two teams win and we lose. Got to keep an eye on it, man. I'll have to see if it ends in Chargers fashion where we're like, oh my God, and at the very last second, the bottom gets, dropped out. But, honestly, at this point, guaranteed top 7 or 6, feel pretty good about that. I have to wait and see. Hurts is hurt. Oh my goodness. Really? Hopefully he's okay, man. That would be devastating to their postseason hopes. Cody Austin, $5. There's a couple of things on Twitter saying Harbaugh is currently... I've seen that. Okay, let me read this out first. Harbaugh is currently house-looking in the LA area, just like Peyton was last year. Yes. So I can't confirm that. What are their names? College Football Dogs or something like that? They're the account that's been posting that. Here comes the first pass by Gabbert, good for 3 yards. 2nd and 7 coming up from the 33. Not quite sure about the source on that one. Maybe. I don't know. I didn't have enough time to go digging right before the game. But it doesn't shock me, right? Of course, you're going to kind of want to line up, your housing situation when you got a family and stuff like that before you make a big commitment like Harbaugh's about to make. So, of course, I think he's looking, even if it's just a possibility. I'm sure he's looking in Vegas. I'm sure he's looking in Chicago, wherever else the NFL may bring him. But it is interesting. And if that turns out to be true, which I wouldn't be shocked if it is, you're just adding to the resume right now, man. It just feels like you're playing Jenga, right? And at the top, if you can drop the tower, at the top is Jim Harbaugh, who would come to your team, and you just keep pulling pegs out every single day. It's getting crazy. Cody, thanks for the 5, man. Appreciate the support, dude. Hugo says, Director, I'm hearing Jalen is in the medical tent. Finger might have popped out. Ugh. Hopefully he's okay. Thank you so much, Hugo. 3rd and 1 for the Chiefs. They're going to run it and get it. It's Clyde Edwards-Helaire who's going to pick up the first down. Chiefs have the ball at the 45-yard line. Your score is 7-0. Chiefs leading with 8.5 left in the second quarter. But in Jenga, you're not supposed to drop it. I know. We're bad at analogies. The analogy is that we're bad at analogies. Allegedly. You see the video of Jim and Wifey on the... I did see those. I'll remind you. So... Jim Harbaugh was at Disneyland. There was a fan that shouted at him, "Come to the Chargers!" And he turned around. He goes like this. He goes, and then he keeps walking. And we're like, "How are we supposed to interpret this?" And then later, they have Jim on a carriage or whatever, with his wife and his family. They're in a parade or something. And then somebody, a Chargers fan from the sideline, goes, "Let's go Chargers!" And the wife does this. She does this. She goes. No, she doesn't do the thumbs up part. But, it's just like, okay, man, something's up. I don't know. We'll wait and see. Maybe they're excited that they already have some love, showing some love before even committing to the city. Who knows? PDG coming in. Hey, PDG, you guys got a Cowboys, or I should say Texas team out there we got to keep an eye on this week. Versus Washington, baby. Here comes 2nd and 10 for the Chiefs. They're going to run it for 5. Clyde Edwards-Helaire again, I think. It'll be 3rd down coming up. $10 holo, though. He says, from your Dallas fans, we've had a fantastic time watching your channel. Just wanted to say how grateful we are for your content and commentary. Chargers next season is going to dominate both up. It's the thought of next season is just, it sustains me. I'm sure as it does a lot of Chargers fans. Isn't it crazy? I think my mental health was struggling there for a little bit. Anybody raise their hand and say that? In the Staley era, after the first season, I would say my mental health was taking some licks. Man, it wasn't good there for a while. And you keep hoping, you keep praying, but I think instantly once we removed ourselves from that relationship, I started feeling so much better, right? It's going to be almost intercepted. Actually, no, it bounced off the turf. 4th and 5 for the Chargers defense. They forced a punt there. I don't know, man. PDG with the $10 haul. Thank you.
From your Dallas fans. We've had a fantastic time watching your channel and just wanted to say how grateful we are for your content and commentary. Chargers next season is going to dominate. Bolt up.
Bolt up, baby! Thank you guys all for the support, man. They never all these names, man. I see some names week in and week out all year in and year out. Sometimes new, sometimes different. But is there a fake punt going on? Oh my God, they did it! Kansas City Chiefs fake. They go for it. P-Ryan carries. It's a 1st down. Was that a fake? I didn't quite see the setup to that. I just saw them running in a weird formation. Yeah, there's the punter, Townsend. Okay, Kansas City Chiefs convert 1st down Chiefs. Thank you, Dallas. And guys, keep an eye on that game. What's the score right now? Where's the Washington score? 10-7. Washington's currently leading. Again, I don't expect them to win that game. I don't expect the Giants to win that game. I don't expect Arizona to win that game, which right now they are trailing 10-3 to the Seattle Seahawks. But something to keep an eye on, baby. Drew Tranquil, don't look happy. I immediately regret this decision. Here comes Blaine Gabbert. Navigates the pocket, finds Mecole Hardman, who breaks a tackle. Another tackle inside the 5 are the Chiefs. 1st and goal, Kansas City at the 4-yard line. Here we go, Bolt fam. Oh, no. I can't even do. Oh, no. The Chargers have done it again. Oh, man. Oh, no. Here comes 1st and goal, Chiefs. It's a handoff up the middle, number 29. I think that's P-Ryan. He's going to get it close. 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. 1-yard line. Cody coming in with the 2 says, also A.J. Brown went down holding his knee screaming. Oh, my God, Eagles. Y'all need to burn some sage or something, dude. What is happening over there? Rotten luck for Philadelphia. Now, I saw Hugo saying that they got some footage of that finger, too. That looks just, ugh. Research tiebreakers for draft. Strength of schedule first. Okay, we'll keep an eye on it for sure. Here comes another carry up the middle. I think, again, it's going to be P-Ryan. He's going to be brought backwards this time. 3rd and goal from the Chargers 4 this time. So research the tiebreakers for the draft equals strength of schedule first. So I'm hearing, like, I'm hearing both sides here. So I don't know. I think the short answer here is we're going to wait and see what Tankathon has to say and then get kind of a more firm answer on the Bleacher Report episode after the show today. Here comes 3rd and goal for the Chiefs at the 4-yard line. Third and goal, Blaine Gabbert. He's going to step back, navigating, fires underneath, trying to hit his receiver, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. It's going to hit the turf, though. Incomplete. Jasir Taylor's holding up Clyde Edwards-Helaire like a baby. Why are you doing that? He literally, like, picked him up. He's like, I'm going to take you home and put you under the tree. But either way, it's going to be 4th and goal for the Chiefs, likely taking their 3 right here. Jalen Hurts looks shook. Bro. A Chargers loss and a Giants win. That's auto pick 5, right? That's auto 5th pick overall. And then you're just watching the Cardinals and the Commanders to see what else happens there. So I mean, right now, leading 10-0. Got to keep an eye on the Giants very closely. Very closely. That's the biggest, most realistic thing that we can see right without a quarterback, unfortunately, and without their wide receiver, down 10 points. Man, rough, dude, rough. I'm actually going to go ahead and open the game cast here. Oops, not for the Eagles. On the side, so we can keep an eye on that game too. I just kind of saw like a alternate reality right here. The director, New York Giants football. No! Cut to black. No! They got 7 minutes left in the second quarter. And the Giants are driving, man. What just happened here? Darren Waller just got hit. Tyrod Taylor out here, man. Still helping Chargers fans out. Huge pass to Darren Waller. 23 yards, and they're just about in the red zone. You guys saying touchdown Giants? The last time I'm seeing is a huge play to Darren Waller. Like, how crazy is that? We'll keep an eye on that. If they go up 17-0, then I'm starting to get a little bit excited, man. Bears might take Marvin Harrison Jr. at 1. So even if we pick at 4, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you never know. Marvin Harrison Jr. with like the best wide receiver prospect, even maybe above Jamar Chase, right? Like, that's nutty. That's crazy. Ooh, I'm watching Red Zone. Oh, the Giants almost got in, baby. Who is that? Robinson almost popped it in. 1st and goal for the Giants. I got it on Red Zone right now. Giants might be ready to pop another one in there, man. 17-0 would be huge. Ooh, Matt Maroney coming in with $5 houses. With all the crap we got from the Broncos, Raiders, Jags fans, they're all sitting outside the playoffs now, but with a worse draft pick than us. Oh, how the turntables. Thanks for the $5 haul there, Matt. And it's true. It's true. The Chargers with the top 5 pick and the possibility of getting a Hall of Fame, possibly, who knows, future maybe. I don't know, counting our hands. Coach, just around the corner too. You never know. Director busting Eli on us. Never. Bowers or Kool-Aid is who I want. Yeah, no, I feel very good about both of those. Chargers, I mean, it's so hard. It's so hard to get good corners. It really, really is. You got to draft them. They got to be first rounders nowadays. That's just the way and then even then they don't always hit. But Kool-Aid looks like one that's worth throwing down for. But somebody said something that shook me a little bit, which I don't think is true, but whatever. Some people say that for some reason he follows the trajectory of Jeff Okudah. For some reason. What did they say? Why was the reason behind that? I didn't even pay attention to it too much. I don't think that's the case, though. I think he's going to be a great, great corner in the NFL. Oh, my God. The Giants punched it in. Giants are leading 17-0. What happened to the Philadelphia Eagles? What happened to the Philadelphia Eagles, man? Oh, my God. Marvin Harrison Jr. will be nice, but I want O-line. I'm going to tell you right now, if Marvin Harrison Jr. is within sniffing distance of the Chargers, I'm doing it. Like, not even questioning it, not even thinking about it. Marvin Harrison to the Chargers would be absolutely absurd. Absurd. Think about what his papa did for Peyton Manning and the Colts, right? Like, literally looks like the same player, but follows more of a prototypical wide receiver size and speed. Like, the dude is, what, 6'4"? He's going to run a nice 40. He's insane at all levels, dude. Like, he's absolutely, that would be the dream right there. Here comes a deep pass for Quentin Johnston. It's a drop. Oh, no. Wait, there's a flag. There's a flag. Might be some PI. That would give the Chargers like a cross midfield, wouldn't it? You kind of like Neighbors more. Really? Neighbors is so good, too. So good. But Marvin Harrison is just another. I don't know if we're going to see another one of him anytime soon. He looks like a freaking nature, man. Yeah, pass interference. Is this the most yards Quentin's ever gotten us and it comes off a penalty? Flag's going to be on Watson. Chargers have the ball at the 39-yard line with 3:40 left to play in the first half. When Ryan had his finger cut off and he kept playing. Him and JPP. Remember that? He got his hand blown off, like a firework incident or some bullcrap. He comes back with just... He does great. Here comes an Easton Stick pass underneath. He's looking for Donald Parham. It's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up from the 39. QJ needs more confidence. I think he'll come around. Dude, honestly, like... He's a rookie, and I'm definitely not writing him off yet. I am for this season. You know, I think we did a long time ago. He's just not ready. But, dude, just it's so crazy to see what a change of location can do for some players. We've seen some receivers just not do much until they go to a new team, right? The same can be said about coaches, man. Change of coach could do wonders for a young player like Quentin Johnston. So we'll have to wait and see how he develops, man. I think, honestly, he gets a guy like Harbaugh. I would even say Ben Johnson would do wonders with Quentin Johnston. I really do think he would. You get a guy like Bill Belichick or whatever. Justin Herbert got the haircut. He's rocking the pre-Anakin Skywalker with the little braid thing on the side. It's okay. Just grow it out before the regular season. Quentin, there's still hope for him. I think that I view him as a solid wide receiver 2 in the future. Easton Stick on 3rd and 10, fires to the sideline, looking for a target in Stone Smart. It is caught, but it's short of the first down. 4th and 2 from the Kansas City 31. Down 10-0, you're going to look at Cameron Dicker to close that back down to a 1-possession lead for the Chiefs. Mike Will isn't great, but he was good. Yeah, Mike Williams, guys. Do you remember Mike Williams' rookie season? Deja vu. Mike Williams' rookie season sucked. Mike Williams was not good in his 2017, I think, was his rookie season. We're just waiting for the Cameron Dicker field goal. Might as well go look at this. Mike Williams stats. We'll look at Pro Football Focus or Reference. It's good. Chargers cut the lead down to 7. Chiefs lead 10-3 with 2.5 minutes left in the first half. Let's take a look at Mike Williams' 2017 season. Games 10. He only started 1 game in his rookie year. Quentin was forced to start most of the season. He got 23 targets, 11 receptions, 95 yards. Gross. Dude had so many drops. 47% catch rate. That's actually worse than I remember. No touchdowns, 95 yards on the season. It was bad. It was very, very bad. Very, very bad rookie season for Mike Williams, and he came around. I mean, I think that even the next season he started going off with touchdowns, right? One more time. The next season he only started 5 games. Was that because of injury? Wait, really? He only started 5 games? He got 10 touchdowns? That can't be right. Can it? All right. Played 16 games, only started 5. Got 10 touchdowns that season, even if the yards are only at 664. That was crazy. And then the following year, yeah, the touchdowns went down, but he surpassed 1,000 yards, right? His best season, in my opinion, was in 2021 with 1,100 yards, 9 touchdowns. He looked fantastic. Sure, he wasn't what we were hoping as a bona fide 1. We didn't really need him anyway to be a 1 because we had Keenan Allen, but like he turned out to be a very good wide receiver too for a long time, as long as he was on the field. Gotta wait and see. Got to wait and see. $2 holla from Eric says, yo, come on, New York. Yeah, we're waiting. We're watching that. They're back on offense, by the way. It's 3rd and 2 for the Giants. We'll keep an eye on that during the commercial breaks, too. 3rd and 2, someone's going to call a timeout. But the Giants, again, driving with a 17-point lead. What happened to the Philadelphia Eagles, man? Oh, my God. He was drafted with a back injury. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. And he didn't start very many, but he did not look good. He did not look good in his first season. Just did not look good. And his follow-up season looked like a crazy good red zone threat. Maybe we'll see the same thing with Quentin Johnson at some point. I think what we're going to see in terms of his strength is going to be his yak ability, right? We've seen a couple of plays where he just excels in those like bubble screens and stuff like that. I think we'll see a little bit more of that next year. Are the Cowboys struggling as well? I don't have their score right up next to me. I mean, the Cowboys up 14-10. Got to keep an eye on that one, too. If Washington ends up winning that game, it's impactful for the Chargers. But the most realistic win right now that could help us vault into the top 5 in terms of picks is the Giants over Philadelphia Eagles. And right now, it's looking real good. Scratch that. The biggest game that can do to help ourselves is a Chargers loss. But, I mean, with a little help, the Giants could push us up there, baby. If we win and the Giants win, where does that put us? We'd be 6-11. They'd be 6-11. I think the Chargers still are 6, right? I think we're still at 6 at that point. Could be 7. All the other rookie wide receivers did better than Quentin Johnson. Yeah. Not to say that it was the right pick. I want it to work out, but the best player on the board at that time was Jordan Addison. Chargers fans wanted Zay Flowers. We went a different direction. And we didn't get a receiver that we desperately needed this season. We needed somebody that was an impact player this year. Here comes the Kansas City Chiefs with the carry. It'll be a yard for Samaje Perine. 2 yards. 2nd and 8 at the Kansas City 28. Has Henley gotten any playing time? Yes, he's gotten some playing time today. Hasn't made any crazy plays yet. We'll keep an eye on number 0 out there. I think we need to figure out the backup. That's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm gonna go look. What's JJ McCarthy's ADP? What's his ADP, man? Not in fantasy. Where's he projected? Because some people would say he's like a day 2 guy. Some people will say he's like a 2nd rounder or even a late 1st rounder. I don't know, man. We'll have to wait and see. I don't think he's going to... Okay, so wild card could drop to day 2. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't hate it. Mariota would be interesting. Yeah, more than likely we go out there and we get a guy that kind of fits that mold a little bit. Here comes the Washington Commanders, by the way. They're driving. What's going on with the Dallas defense, man? Remember Director's live reaction when we drafted Kujay? It was a weird what the face. Yeah, it was a little like, okay. Oh, wait and see. Wow, the Giants just hit a big play. Saquon Barkley takes the team all the way inside the red zone. And the Giants, who already lead 23-0. Wait, did they just score? Oh, my God, dudes. Did they just update it? I think the Giants just scored again, man. 24-0 is the new score. Philadelphia is imploding. Wow. The Giants are actually going to do this, dude. Oh, my God. Chargers lose. We get pick number 5. Very worst. Oh, my God. Yeah, they did score. They're showing the replay right now. It was 86 that brought it home. And the Giants now lead 24-0 with a minute and a half left in their first half. Oh my goodness gracious. Are you kidding me? Wow. Eric coming in with the 2 says, first round, invest in trenches or Marvin Harrison, tight end or corner. I think with the draft capital that you have, there's only 2 things I want. I want either a skill position player, but that's my number 1 preference. But if the draft, because wacky stuff happens all the time, man. And there are a lot of teams out there that need quarterback. If there's an opportunity to trade down and get still within range of a Brock Bowers and McKinstry, there's some other names, in the top 10 picks that I would be happy with. I wouldn't be opposed to trading down either if we have a high enough pick. Who knows? Who knows? But right now, my number 1 preference is going and getting a skill position guy. Here comes Justin Ross with a nice catch. They'll be just short of the first down. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Chiefs. Oh, no. After 18 weeks, thoughts on Moore's offense? I don't know if we ever got a good look at it, if I'm being honest. I think there's a lot of micromanaging going on up there. I really do. And honestly, there was a vote or something asking the players the most well-ran offenses in the league and offensive coordinators. Kellen Moore was still in that top 5, which is crazy because I don't know if we saw enough to get me super excited. Here comes Gabbert with a play. He's going to find Mecole Hardman somehow underneath, and Mecole is going to take it all the way to the 50. First down, Chiefs. Yo! Eric Black, there's a rumor that Andy Reid could possibly retire after season 1. Is that fake news or what? Okay, I'm going to go look at this real quick. We've heard this a couple of times. That would be crazy. Eric, thank you for the $5 holla. Why would Andy Reid retire? Gabbert's going to pass underneath. It's incomplete. What I'm reading here, I don't know if you guys can see this. After the confetti landed, Reid told Peter King and Reid that Reid will not be retiring. This was from 9 hours ago. I don't know. I feel like I remember hearing the same thing last year, but everything with a grain of salt for right now. That would be pretty crazy, though. Minnesota Vikings sitting at pick number 10 would be a prime trade down candidate. Yeah, let's look at some of the trade down candidates while we're waiting. What are we even waiting for? Somebody take a timeout? I think the Chiefs did. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Chiefs at the 49. Trade down partners. This is all off the cuff, man. We're off script. Don't play with my emotions there, movement. We're going off script here. Trade down candidates. Teams that need quarterback. Atlanta Falcons at 8. I think you can still maybe think about getting Brock Bowers at this pick. You're kind of pushing it there, though. But you're certainly in range for like a McKinstry or something like that there. Minnesota Vikings, they need a quarterback. If Chicago, for whatever reason, doesn't take a quarterback at pick number 1, if they don't take Caleb Williams at number 1, which they're crazy for not doing, but I could see Marvin Harrison Jr. pushing that decision a little bit. They could trade up for a quarterback. We're not trading with Denver. We're not trading with Vegas. Indy's got a quarterback. Jack's got a quarterback. Cincinnati's got a quarterback. Yeah, I think that's kind of where I'm willing to move, man. Atlanta, Minnesota, maybe Chicago. Interesting.
As the Philly tries to get Harbaugh too.
Oh, we just missed a $10 haul. Excuse me, Ricardo. We'll grab that here in just a second. 2nd and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs. It's Gabbert who's going to fire it off and be incomplete, looking for number 83. I think that's Noah Gray. And it's going to be a 3rd and 10 coming up. Ricardo with the 10 says Philly is not happy with Coach Sirianni. And if Philly implosion continues into the playoffs, Sirianni can get fired this offseason. Wouldn't be surprised if Philly tries to get Harbaugh too. Trust me, Harbaugh is going to be the hottest name, even right now, but certainly after tomorrow, for every franchise in the NFL. Fortunately for Chargers fans, it seems that we're his preferred destination. It seems like the Chargers are desperate to get him too. Now we got to see if those Chargers find a way to mess that up. I really hope not. CFB Dogs confirmation. I saw that tweet. I'm not quite sure about the source there, though. The Chargers just intercepted Blaine Gabbert, by the way. They're going to down him at the 10-yard line, but the Chargers get the ball back with a minute and a half left in the first half. But we got to wait and see, man. Of course, some people are saying, what if Sirianni comes back to the Chargers? What if? What if? Yeah, there's a lot of what ifs out there. And yes, I think Philadelphia would be an enticing destination too for Jim Harbaugh. We got to wait and see how that turns out. But what an implosion, man. 24-0. Thank you so much there, Ricardo, with a $10 holla. And yeah, that's something that we definitely have to keep an eye on. Yeah, Alohi Gilman, by the way, with the interception. Thank you so much for the $10 holla there. I appreciate that. Everybody out here supporting on the last stream of the regular season. Alohi Gilman, the one with the interception. Did I see Dov and his post 7 hours ago on Twitter? I'm sure I did. Yesterday I was really busy. I didn't have a lot of time. I'm going to take a look at this. Now, college football dogs, does anybody have any information on this source? I didn't have enough time to look him up before the stream. Oh my God, this guy will. Chargers are going to pick up a first down. Nice pass from Easton Stick. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. Come on. Yeah! What's up, Will V? I love it. You guys got some kindness on the timeline today. Okay, I was looking up Dov, right? Dov, whatever. Here comes Easton Stick, fires underneath, incomplete. Looking for Erickson. They're going to be 2nd and 10 from their own 24-yard line. So 6 hours ago, we got one. Tried looking him up, but nothing. Yeah, me too. I wasn't able to find anything on him. Is this Dov guy the one that was hacking Twitter accounts or something like that? I heard something about that the other day. Kind of blew my mind. All right, 6 hours ago. Here comes Easton Stick, fires underneath for Austin Eckler, who's fighting for extra yards. It'll still be a 3rd and 5. 7 hours ago. 3rd and 5. What's up, Nightwave? Don't trust this dude, Dov. Yeah, dude, I was like, what the heck's going on? Some people hacking Twitter accounts and junk? What's going on in here? But he's got sources, so we're going to look him up real quick. Oh, wait, I think I just passed it. Here it is. Breaking. Michigan Jim Harbaugh to the Bears is gaining steam in some circles. To the Chargers. That just makes some of you poop your pants a little bit. To the Chargers. I looked up and there was the Bears. To the Chargers. In some league circles. Yep. That would be pretty massive, man. That would be pretty massive. I'm going to go ahead and repost that real quick. That would be pretty friggin' massive. Here comes Easton Stick with the scramble. Chargers edging their way up. I mean, how many timeouts? We still got 3 timeouts. They're going to burn one now. 39 seconds. And they got the ball at the 44-yard line. Hard passing Eckler next year. Unfortunately, I think a lot of us do feel that way, yeah. Here, actually, now that we've got that reposted, let me go show you guys what we're talking about here. There it is, man. It is gaining steam. Gaining steam. Gaining steam. Translate that how you will, but man, it sounds like a good friggin' sign to me, man. It sounds like a good friggin' sign. These Easton Stick really not afraid to take off, man. Andrew, thank you for keeping us entertained this season. Hey, bolt up, baby. It was a tough one. It was a tough one this season. Tough 2023. Easton Stick. He's going to pass over the middle. and find Erickson again, a solid 5 or 4 yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 6 coming up. Can't wait for the breaking news, man. I'm going to be on alert for the next week, right? Who knows when this is going to actually break? But I mean, we're gonna ride the wave of hype leading up to it, dude. Because I mean, whether it happens or not, this is one of the most exciting developments, maybe in franchise history, that we're witnessing. We have to keep our eyes peeled. Director, you have to go live once he's named the head coach. Deal. I most certainly will be here. I most certainly will be here with you guys. We're gonna do a video, I think, first, then a live stream reaction, maybe other way around. Who knows? Lots of stuff in preparation for the Chargers to hopefully make that move. Giants about to score again? Really? I'm looking at Philadelphia with the ball. Arizona cut that lead down 6-10, by the way. Here comes Easton, fires off to Quentin Johnston, who's tackled inbounds. Chargers got to take another timeout. Are they going to try and clock it? No, they're making substitutions. No timeout. This is poor clock management by the Chargers. 3rd and 2. Clock now... Oh, they only have the 1 timeout. Clock now at 15 seconds. Easton's stick. He's going to pass over the middle. He's going to hit Donald Parham, who's going to go out of bounds. With 8 seconds left, the Chargers can take 1 or 2 shots at the end zone and try and tie this game up before the half. I feel with Bowers 1 and Powers 2. Dude, that would be such a dream scenario right there, man. We get our franchise tight end and a franchise center. I would be very down with that. Very, very down. Eagles intercepted it back. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Still, 24-0. Not a bad place to be in. Seattle's going to go ahead and go up 13-6. Still 1 scored there with the Seattle Seahawks. How's Washington doing? Washington still 14-10. 14-10. Here comes a deep pass. Keelan Doss, the intended receiver, is going to be incomplete. With 4 seconds left, the Chargers likely take their 3 here. Cut that down to a 10-3 lead. Here comes Cameron Dicker with the chip. Yeah, Washington. Oh, no. Dallas just scored. It's 20-10. Dallas may be looking to put away the Washington Commanders here in the next drive or two. CeeDee Lamb watching it right now with an extended touchdown effort there. Almost a fumble with kind of a risky move, extending his arm over the goal line there, but able to cross the line. And the Cowboys extending themselves away from disaster. Can't say the same about the Eagles, though, man. What has happened to that franchise? That is frightening. Bowers and Powers already won the draft. I like it. The Bowers Powers. $5 holla coming in from Steve Simmons. Bring those Wolverines with you. Want Corum? Yeah, dude. Any offensive, defensive line help? Bowers, of course. Yeah, dude. I couldn't definitely not complain with that, man. I think Corum gives you a nice option at running back right off the bat. They got some nice offensive, defensive line help. You know who I want them to bring over the most from Michigan? Number 1 guy I want from Michigan if Jim Harbaugh were to come coach this team? Jesse Minters, defensive coordinator. I want a Ravens-style defense with this Chargers team. It would be unstoppable, man. It would look so good. So good. Proven system that's worked not just with John Harbaugh's team, but Jim Harbaugh's team. Would love to see that over here with the Chargers. $20 holla. Thank you, Steve. $20 holla coming in from Chase Harper. He says, we'd love a talent like Bowers or a weapon like Neighbors, but we lost more games due to our offensive line. Joe Alt would be a lock on the right side for the next 10 years. Our best weapon is Herbert. Got to let him cook. And again, that's something that I wouldn't be opposed to. I think the hype would be a little less extreme because, of course, we all want a skill position player. There's some exceptional talent where the Chargers would be drafting. But Joe Alt would certainly hold down the fort for a long time. So you definitely can't be upset about that. I mean, imagining Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt for the next 10, 15 seasons would be very exciting. It definitely would. They're definitely not going to knock on that one too much. But a nice $20 haul there, man. A good message to spread there, too. Wouldn't be extremely disappointed about that. Although, with Bowers, a shot at Neighbors, God forbid we pass on Marvin Harrison for a tackle. It would be tough for me to, get as hyped about it. But appreciate that.
We'd love a talent like Bowers, or a weapon like Neighbors, But we lost more games due to our offensive line. Joe Alt would lock up the right side for the next 10 years. Our best weapon is Herbert. We gotta let him cook.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And honestly, I gotta go look up the offensive lines of the Niners, because I think it's a little different in college, right? I look up the offensive lines of the Niners and maybe a little bit here in Michigan, to see what the situation looked like there, what Jim Harbaugh and his quarterbacks were working with. But you never know. You never know. And yes, Alt absolutely is going to be a top 10 pick, if not a top 5. Like, he's very, 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 very good. And there's some teams that value that tackle position that highly. So you never know. You never know what's going to happen. I think I've seen him mocked at 6 and 7 a lot. Get a tackle that high, I cry. No, he's been mocked. Yeah, definitely that high. Between, I would say, a range of like 6 and 8. I've seen Joe Alt. Could pass on Bowers, but not Marvin Harrison. No. If you have any chance of drafting Marvin Harrison, you take it. You take it. By the way, guys, we have reached halftime. Chargers officially in halftime. We're kind of sitting here talking about some of these draft implications right now. Philadelphia, we got the red zone on. I don't know where they're at. Let's actually go take a look here. They are also at halftime. Oh my God, trailing 0-24. What is going on, Eagles? I actually kind of want to know how this happened. Is Tyrod Taylor just going off? 230 yards, a touchdown, 1 pick. He looks fantastic. Saquon's only got 29 yards on the ground. What? He's got 51 through the air, though. Wendell Robinson's going crazy. How about them interceptions? That's kind of what I want to know. A.J. Brown lost it once with a fumble. Interceptions. How many are they throwing over here? Hurts has thrown 1. Marcus has thrown 1. That's so crazy, man. That is so crazy. He says, thoughts on my last comment. I've been seeing a lot of mock drafts choosing an offensive line for us in the first round. I don't like it as much. We need a center and a right tackle, but I want Bowers and Neighbors first. That's kind of where I'm at as well, because, yes, Joe Alt would be fantastic in the first round. Like, not a bad pick at all. Like, it would be a solid pick, a smart pick. Even though if it's not an exciting pick, it's a smart pick. What I like even more, though, is taking a skill position guy in the top 5, maybe top 6, and then going offensive line in day 2, if you can. And I think right now, as much as right tackle is a need, I also think that center is a pretty huge need right now. And there's some pretty good ones this year. There's some pretty good ones this year that we can get in day 2. Yeah, not a bad comment there. Tara coming in with the 5 says, my round 1 is Brock Bowers. 2, Jackson Powers Johnson. Round 3, a cornerback. Round 4, Bucky Irving. After that, I don't know. We're right there with you, Tara. We're right there with you. You know what I did a couple of days ago? I try to do this a little earlier. But it's a big commitment with the family and everything. I go through and I print out the top 150 on a big board. Usually it's Bleacher Report. I'll take their top 150. I'll print it out. And I'll just get chugging along, just kind of watching whatever I can find online, reading whatever I can find online, start gathering an opinion. And it's a long and tedious process, I'll tell you that. It takes like an hour per guy. Sometimes longer, sometimes shorter. But we're all at the very early phases, kind of starting to dream and glisten a little bit about what's to come in the NFL draft. But there's some good options already on the table for sure. Thank you so much, Tara, for the 5. I appreciate that. Cody with the 2 says, did you see WWE trolling the Jags? Oh my God, really? All right, hang on. Oh my God. Jacksonville Jaguars, December 13th. Playoff tickets are on sale now. Duval! Straight savage. Thank you, Cody. Brock Bowers, a future tight end 1. I don't know, guys. Like, if you haven't had the pleasure, and I've posted it a couple times on Twitter, I think the best ones are to be found on YouTube. Just go watch even the highlights of Brock Bowers. Yes, highlights are highlights, but they're also going to show you why this man is being touted so high. And it's because his movement at the position is unfriggin' believable. I would say movement speed. Catching is unbelievable. After the catch is unbelievable. Dude's he has like what what Gerald Everett has in terms of like the dude just won't go down. But on top of that, he's got way better speed. Route running is not bad. It could get a little bit better, but it's definitely not bad. Better than Gerald Everett's. Speed is unbelievable. Like, he just looks like a very, very good receiver. Like a top 10 receiver playing at tight end. He looks unbelievable. And of course, a lot of people thrown off at the idea because of what happened to Kyle Pitts. I will continue to say, dude, to this day even, if Kyle Pitts goes to a top 10 quarterback, you're looking at the best tight end in football. And Brock Bowers could edge him out in terms of draft prospect, for sure. What do you think the chances are JP or Josh from Oregon to fall the second round? I think that's not a bad spot to project him at. Not at all. Center is not one often drafted too high. Center is not a position that drafted too high. But this year, I think in particular, the Chargers need that position more than some other team. You notice how much better the offense runs when you have a stable situation at center. Ever since Will Clapp, who's been playing solid at center, mind you, it's not been as efficient. Did he really play defensive line at Oregon? That's awesome. Dude's what they call an Iron Man. That's pretty sick, Tara. That's pretty cool. How's Neighbors better than Marvin Harrison Jr.? I don't think. I mean, he is so good, mind you. Like, it's hard to say, like, he's not good. What do you talk? No, it's Neighbors. If it weren't for Marvin Harrison, Neighbors would be one of the best prospects we've seen in a long time. Marvin Harrison is just that full tier above him, though. Like, he's that good. So I would no docs on Malik Neighbors at all when it comes to that comparison. It's just that Marvin Harrison is just that dude, man. Round 1, best player available. Round 2, center. Yep. Yeah, definitely not a bad plan. Neighbors would be a huge hit, too, though. And just to be clear, guys, I think there's like at this point, even at pick 5, I think there's like a 5% chance we get Marvin Harrison Jr. The Chargers, with a miracle in today's slate, if we somehow end up with pick number 4, then maybe there's like a 30% chance we get Marvin Harrison Jr. But even then, I don't think so. He's that good of a player. It's not too far of a stretch to think that the Bears take him number 1 overall. That's how good he is. But if the Chargers are picking at 5, I think it's absolutely, like, he's going to be a Cardinal. He's going to be, I mean, those guys all need quarterbacks, but, I mean, that's how good Marvin Harrison is. You never know. Oh, mocked him at number 1. Yeah, I've seen that a lot, too. Wes Chandler is the man. Was the man, yep. I'm in Georgia. My daughter is the marching band. I'm telling you, Brock Bowers is who I want. Watch Georgia a lot out here, especially, yeah, Bowers and Herbert would be, yeah, dude, it would be absolutely unbelievable to see Justin Herbert work with Brock Bowers. Just imagine, I mean, like, Justin Herbert, yes, no disrespect to, quarterbacking at Georgia, but, like, Justin Herbert's a top 5, I would say, top 10 at very least, but top 5 quarterback in the NFL. And that kind of arm strength matched up with that kind of speed at the tight end position, that is so hard to stop. I think Brock Bowers runs a 4.46, right? 4.46, a 4.47, which is stupid fast for the position. Not a lot of teams are equipped to defend a player like that. Thank you, Carlos. Not a lot of teams got prepared for that. Here, give me 1 second, guys. Waiting for the second half of this riveting game. I'm actually excited for this game just to see the results. Again, Chargers could win. That'd be hype. Close out the season with a, yay, we won. But also, if we lose this game, so much implication, like a possible top 5, top 4 pick. I'm telling you right now, guys, Giants win, we lose, we're like, it's solid, like pick 5. That's it. Like, at least number 5. If the Arizona Cardinals find a way to win, I think we jump them too, because their strength of schedule is at 5-6-1. If Washington wins as well, I think they stay at 3. So the best we can possibly do is 4. But right now, 5 is looking really, really good if the Chargers lose this game. Do you think there's a possibility that Giff and the guys are in the locker room right now like, ugh, yo, I don't know. I don't think they think that way. I really don't. I think right now they're thinking 6 is pretty good. Maybe they're not even paying attention to any of that stuff, but you never know. Top 5 pick is so massive. So massive. Right? Like, top 6 pick is so massive as well, but top 5 with how many teams need quarterback in front of us? Yo! Like, it's massive. It's huge. What I give to Lesko is great overall in the draft. Like, as his career, I got C+. And that's mostly because of Justin Herbert. I just feel like there weren't enough re-signings. Like, there's a lot of busts in between. But he did hit on some really good... Like, his first draft, was that Keenan Allen? That was a hit in the 3rd round. Right? He did have some impactful players hit for us. Derwin James, Justin Herbert. Joey Bosa was really good for a long time. I'm still thinking he can still be good. I'll say B-. I think his drafting wasn't perfect, but there was some big players that helped us stay stable for a long time in that time, too. Could have been better. Could have been a lot better, but certainly could have been a lot worse. Davis is going to break off, dude. He's going to be, what, down inside, like, is that the 50? Davis, by the way, they're returning this, and the Chargers bring it all the way back to the 45-yard line. Not a bad start for the special teams. That's a great return. Rappaport article this morning confirmed Chargers and Raiders are pretty much out on Belichick. Out on Belichick. That was from this morning. I'm sure it was on one of his shows. Man, how early was it? Okay, here we go. Belichick could be coaching his last game. Patriot, my story. So it's inside that story, I have to imagine. I'll have to go read that because, yeah, Belichick to the Chargers. Big idea that even today I'm not completely out on. I'm shaking on it, but I'm not out on. But of course, I think all of us are just fixated on Jim Harbaugh right now. Like, it's such a big deal to Chargers fans. I don't even want to know what the repercussions would look like if we don't land him. If he goes especially if he goes to an AFC West rival. Like, I don't even want to think about that. I don't even want to think about that. Belichick's too old, good for 2 or 3 years. Yeah, but again, you're kind of thinking past, like, if we don't get Jim, if we don't get Ben, like, what are we looking at? Bill Belichick all of a sudden? Like, he's got 6-time Super Bowl champion on his resume. Even if he is only here, like, 3 years, like, how much can he do in 3 years? And that's a double-sided question. Like, how much good could he do in 3 years in instilling that culture? And maybe how much damage could he do in 3 years? So I don't know, man. It's kind of a coin flip right now. The more we hear about Bill, though, the more we're all kind of like, it really is Jim Harbaugh or bust at this point. Cody, thank you so much for the $5 haul. I'm going to keep that open and make sure I read that. I thought I did maybe, but we've been in a phased state for a long time here. By the way, we are looking at a 3rd and 3. I think there's a timeout right now. It might be an injury timeout that we're waiting on commercial for. 3 years, maybe 1 Super Bowl. Yeah, maybe. That's the thing. That Bill Belichick, I think, would build a system that does lead us to an eventual Super Bowl. It could be sooner than later. I don't know, but I don't know if it's going to be that soon, right? Maybe just setting it up for the next guy. Jim Harbaugh, you're instantly a Super Bowl contender. when you hire him. Like, he signs on the dotted line next week, boom, Chargers are Super Bowl contenders. From bottom of the AFC West to Super Bowl contenders in 1 week. That's how big of an impact that is. Then comes the draft. Boom, more hype for the Chargers in the postseason and in the Super Bowl. It's just that kind of impact. History would show that Jim Harbaugh gives you an instant chance at a championship. Even if it takes a couple of years, you're already kind of in contention because of his history, which is absolutely insane. And then you add on top of that the situation with Justin Herbert and the talent that we already have in the draft. It's crazy. It's crazy how much everything kind of works out. Is Mac the sack king? Not yet. He needs 2 more sacks to tie the leader for this season. But, man, 17 is a heck of a year, dude. Sounds like Derrick Henry's not going to be a Titan anymore. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad one-year option. If you don't feel good about the running backs this year or where they're being drafted or their talent or whatever, pick up Derrick Henry for a year. Pick him up for a year and buy yourself some time. Trey Pipkins is down. He is being helped to the locker room. Cart didn't need to go out, but man, prayers up for Trey Pipkins, dude. Injured on that last play. Here comes 3rd and 3. And the Chargers, I think, did we fumble it again? We did. It's 4th down, but Erickson was able to jump on it. Wow. Yeah, 79's in the chat for Trey Pipkins, man. I'm taking a look at this last play. It kind of happened so fast. I think Chris Jones got back there and popped that ball out instantly. Luckily for the Chargers, Erickson was back there, picked up the fumble, recovered it. Otherwise, the Chiefs would have had it at like the 40-something yard line. Instead, the Chargers do get to punt. The Chiefs are going to return it from the 20-yard line. And, oh, they're going to fumble it too. Richie James does recover it, though, and they're going to have the ball inside the 25. That was crazy. Chris wants his $1 million. What does he need in terms of incentives? Did DeAndre Hopkins get his incentive, by the way? I know at one point of the game he needed 3 yards for $1 million. Did he end up getting it? Dallas is putting away Washington, by the way, so we don't have to look at that one anymore. Philadelphia is still trailing 24-0. Arizona is on the move. 6-13, 1-score possession. I mean, again, that's pretty significant. Blaine Gabbert's going to pull it in and run for it. He'll pick up 4. That was the most awkward slide I ever saw. You guys ever tuck and roll like going down a hill or something? And it just doesn't quite go right? That's what we just saw. 2nd and 7 for Gabbert. Why is Chris Jones on the sideline? He doesn't look too happy. I wonder what's going on. Here comes Gabbert. He's going to find his man. That's going to be P. Ryan. He's on the run. Big yards for the Chiefs. Oh, no. Chiefs got the ball at the 45-yard line. Big play by the running back. P. Ryan picks up 25 yards on that play. Oh, you go. Come on, man. Dude. That dude's a riot. How many yards does Eck have today? Eckler has 5 carries for 3 yards. Some very riveting stuff. Here comes a deep ball. And holy crap on a cracker, he did it. Mecole Hardman just brought in the most ridiculous pass. The officials rule catch. I think there should be a penalty because our DB was out of bounds. Came back inbounds without establishing. It should be an additional penalty, I think, right? Oh, they're going to say that about the receiver. I didn't see him go out of bounds, too. Yeah, that's definitely incomplete. You got to reestablish before coming down with the catch, too. Still a crazy catch by Mecole, But it's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. Yeah, he didn't reestablish. You have to reestablish after coming back in bounds. I saw the cornerback do that. Go out of bounds. I didn't see the receiver. MH2 with the $2 holla. What's up, dude? Thanks so much for the support there, my man. Appreciate you. Brian Stowe with the 2. Thank you, guys. Yo, what's up, everybody? Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He's going to get tackled. Is that 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage? Get out of town, man. Khalil Mack with another huge tackle behind line of scrimmage. A loss of 5. That's pretty big. Illegal touching. Yep, that's what it is. MH2, thank you so much for the $2 holla. Brian Stowe, thank you guys so much. Now looking for any follow-up just in case. Third and 15 for Blaine Gabbert. Gonna have to send a long one out there. They're gonna end up completing it. Richie James picks up a nice chunk of yards there, but it's still gonna be 4th down. 4th and 4 at the 50, where they're gonna have to go ahead and punt it again. How do you feel about Eckler or last game as a Charger? I think this is his last game as a Charger, unfortunately. MH2, thank you again. Back with the 5. Thank you so much, man. I do think this is his last game as a Charger. Unfortunately, even if Eckler had a pretty good year, right? And we're talking, I don't know, a total of like 1,100 yards, maybe 1,000 yards, 6-7 touchdowns. Like, even with an okay year, there's so much complications going on behind the scenes with their relationship that I don't know if it was enough to keep him around, right? You would have had to have an exceptional year, show very little wear, plenty more tread on the tire, and instead, this is kind of what we got, unfortunately. In the 2023 season, where is this at? Okay, right here on the right side. 169 carries, 617 yards. This is tied 31st in the lead, mind you. But 617 yards, 5 touchdowns. Just a pretty big regression. Such a kind of a dramatic regression for Austin Eckler. And unfortunately, I think that kind of helps wedge a space between him and the team enough where I don't think we bring him back next season. And maybe it's for the best. If you're bringing in a new coach, you probably want to run something a little more traditional when it comes to a running game. And mind you guys, if it is Jim Harbaugh, I want you to go back and look at every team that Harbaugh has coached. Like, even with the Michigan Wolverines, like, yes, Blake Corum looks a lot like Austin Eckler, but I think he's a better runner than Austin Eckler, right? Just better physically in terms of that. Again, who knows what ends up happening, but even before that, the run game from the Jim Harbaugh system has been pretty consistent. And even back in his day, especially in the NFL, like, he was riding that Frank Gore train hard. And I would expect the same thing if the Chargers do move on from Austin Eckler. Thank you so much for the $5 holler there, MH2. Here comes Pegasus.
I saw your videos a couple of days ago. Harbaugh could change everything. A new beginning.
$20 holla. $20 holla from Pegasus. And this is the point that I keep preaching the good word, right? And I think that I'm very comfortable doing so. And I even said something to the terms of, like, if you were ever going to put yourself out there to be excited about the Chargers, it needs to be for this. This is one of the biggest, most significant things that the Chargers could have done in the last 10, 20 years. This signing is that impactful, right? And when you say a new beginning, you are definitely not kidding. This Chargers team has looked the same, has done the same things, made the same mistakes, done more of the same in terms of maintaining mediocrity for the longest time, that this breaking of the mold would not only feel like a huge pivot from history, but also all of the data supports a drastic change for the better for the Chargers. Such a dramatic change and such a quick change for the Chargers, like almost overnight. And that kind of change doesn't happen very often. That's why every team in the NFL is going to want Jim Harbaugh. And that's why we are hyping this up so much. Yes, it sucks to be disappointed. And yes, there's a chance that we don't get him. But this is such a significant move that we need to ride this hype as long as possible, man. Because when it happens, if it happens, and when it happens, we need to be ready to celebrate collectively, man. It's going to feel, honestly, guys, if you see the news, you wake up one day in the next couple of days, and you see Jim Harbaugh has agreed with the Los Angeles Chargers, it's one to celebrate. Like, I'll probably take my family out to, like, a crab dinner or something. I'm, like, not even kidding. Like, that is one occasion to celebrate if you've been a Chargers fan a long time and you've been waiting for positive change. This could bring us quickly into a Chargers Super Bowl era, which is extremely exciting to think. Pegasus, thank you so much. $20 holla. This changes everything. Continue to dream and imagine with me, man, because this is a significant deal for the Chargers.
Don't talk about playoffs. Are you kidding me? Playoffs? I'm just hoping we can win a game.
Now, the AI is not very good at the voices there, so playoffs! Talk about playoffs? Are you kidding me? Playoffs? I'm just hoping we can win a game. That's what I'm talking about, Juan. Oh, what a pass by Easton Stick! Erickson picks up 15 yards. That was a laser right there, dude. Wow. That's going to bring the Chargers up to the 44-yard line. That was great, man. Juan with a $10 holla. Pegasus with the 20. MH2 with the 5. Brian with the 2. Thank you guys so much, man. Appreciate all the hype in here. Here comes another pass over the middle. It's Stone Smart who picks up 5. Chargers getting some momentum now. Very crazy stuff. Pegasus coming back in with the $20 holla. Hey, I just saw this the other day, too. Okay, he's going to say, I was too young to see the Don Coryell signing. He saved the 70s nightmare. Harbaugh can be just like that, dude. I'm getting vibes, man. I'm getting so many vibes, dude. Like, I was trying to find a photo of Air Coryell and Dan Fouts the other day to post with the vibes, because it really does feel that way. And the Chargers did that again later. Much later, right? And I actually was starting to save some photos to try and, like, make a Photoshop comparison here. Basically, hashtag same vibes. And it's just me kind of preparing to do some graphic stuff. But, like, I mean, maybe? No? Are we getting some... If I showed you guys that photo, I'm actually going to go do it right now. Quentin Johnson, by the way. Ooh, he's going to take a big hit on 1st and 10, but he picks up, like, 7 yards. If I showed you that side by side with this, I mean, are we getting vibes? Are we getting vibes, chat? Is there vibes going on right now? I don't know, man. There might be some vibes, dude. There might be some vibes. I don't know. I don't know. Connor's down. You guys saying Palmer's down? I hope he's okay. 5's in the chat. But Pegasus, you are not wrong. You are not wrong. The Chargers have done this a couple of times. Only a couple of times in their franchise history. Eric Coryell, obviously, Hall of Fame coach. Changed the game of football for everybody. He saved the Chargers. I would say he entered you guys into one of the most exciting Chargers eras of all time. And then out comes Marty Schottenheimer and does the same thing in 2000. I was too young
to see the Don Coryell signing. He saved the 1970s nightmare. Harbaugh can be like that.
Harbaugh can be like that, y'all. Harbaugh is that next generation. We've been waiting 20 years for another move like this. This is huge. Here comes Easton Stick. He's going to find a wide open Donald Parham, who takes it all the way to the 20. Yo! Dude, the second $20 holla, though, from Pegasus, man. Thank you so much. Let's enter that new era. The best era in Chargers football. Coryell and Fouts. Schottenheimer and mostly Breeze, but also Rivers. Right? Jim Harbaugh, Justin Herbert. Let's add to that, baby. Let's add to that. Let's add to that. 1st and 10 for the Chargers at the 20-yard line. Here comes the pitch to number 25. That's Josh Kelly, who's going to pick up 5-6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5 coming up. Don't know why we don't give QJ more targets. I don't know why we don't give QJ more targets like that. They've set up some nice screens for Quentin Johnson. Some nice underneath work, some nice slant work. It's been looking good here since Gift took over. Why weren't we doing this the whole time? Maybe we'd all have a collectively different opinion on the young rookie right now. By the way, I'm watching Red Zone right now. Arizona Cardinals have come back. It is now 13-13 versus Seattle. They could realistically win that game. Giants could realistically win their game. If that ends up happening, Chargers are pick number 4, I think. Here comes a run by Austin Eckler, which ends up going for a yard, minus yard. It's going to be 3rd and 6 coming up. Chargers may have another Dicker opportunity here, which closes the lead to 1 point. Got to wait and see what happens here. QJ does need all the targets. Giants and Cardinals win. Chargers jump up to pick 4, y'all. Oh, my God. It is coming down to this, dude. It is coming down to this. 3rd and 6. Another $20 holla coming in here, baby. We'll grab that in just a moment. Here comes Easton Stick. Clean pocket. No, it collapses. And he goes down. Chris Jones gets to the quarterback. He's celebrating on the sideline. I think he just hit his incentive. I think he made $1 million with that play. Good for him. I know Chargers fans secretly. Oh, no. This will push the Chargers into a field goal, 43-yard field goal attempt here. Good for Chris Jones making his money. But that is pretty significant as the Chargers will not be able to take the lead. Instead, just lower it for the Chiefs. It's going to be 10-9 with 5 left. I should say 4 left in the fourth quarter. Or I should say 4 left in the third quarter. There you go, Director. Cool Runnings with the $20 holla. What's up, dude? Did Mac get his 18th sack yet to break lights out franchise season record? Happy New Year's, both up, baby. So he got the 17th sack so far. Gotten a couple of tackles for loss so far as well, but we're waiting for that 18th sack. I totally forgot about that. He could break Sean Merriman's season record as well. That's pretty intense. That's pretty insane. That would be awesome, man. $20 holla. We're waiting. We're waiting, man. You know, honestly, too, if he gets 2 more sacks, which of course it's Khalil Mack, he could totally do that. He's going to be tied for the highest sacks in the 2023 season with TJ Watt, which would be awesome. Dude, cool runnings. Thanks, man. Let's run it back real quick.
Did Mac get his 18th sack yet to break Lights Out's franchise season record? Happy New Year and Bolt DF up.
Bolt up to you and Happy New Year's to you and your fam, my friend. Thank you so much, cool runnings. $20 holla. We're all out here hyped, looking for that high draft pick. Things are getting heated up.
Make sure you watch the Holy Roller in slow motion. It's very cool face.
It's very cool face, bro. Dude, thank you so much, Pegasus. Definitely have checked out that Holy Roller in slow motion, though. We're going to have to go check that out. Because, yes, some of the biggest moments of the Chargers and in their history has come from back in the day, right? My goodness. Dude, Pegasus, that's what, 3 today, man? My God, thank you so much, dude. Thank you. I love it. You know, honestly, again, like, rolling it back to back in my day, even before my time as a Charger. Because, again, I've been a Chargers fan, some would say a long time. 16 years, right? That's a long time. Some fans have been fans since, like, the Dan Fouts era, man. Humphreys, all that kind of stuff. Way back in the day. Way back in the day. And it's really cool to see how the team has evolved and how the fans have reacted and stuck around for the longest time, kind of waiting for that repeat in history. Because the Chargers have had their heyday a couple of times since that era, right? How exciting is it for you, Pegasus, to maybe be turning the corner back into that era of football for the Chargers again, right? Right? Like going back to that feeling, that excitement of the Coryell days, or that excitement of the Marty Schottenheimer days. Like, it's exciting to think about. It really, really is. It really, really, dude. Thank you again so much. $20 haul is coming in from Pegasus. We got 20 coming in from Cool Runnings. We got that from the Monster Energy drink already. Thank you guys so much for all the support on this last regular season stream of the 2023 year. Appreciate all the support from everybody. Eric coming in with the 2 says Cardinals tied with Seattle. New York up 24. I'm telling you guys, this is insane. This is insane. For those of you just joining us, we got 800 in the chat right now. If the Chargers lose this game and the Cardinals and Giants win, which right now the Giants are leading 24-0. The Cardinals are tied 13-13. If all of that happens, the Chargers will end up with the number 4 pick in the NFL draft. If the Giants lose, or say if the Giants win and the Chargers lose, we get the number 5 pick in the draft. Now, if the Chargers win and the Giants win, I think the Chargers will stay at 6. I think that's the way it would go down, right? I think the Chargers stay at 6, a chance to go down to 7. But pretty big implications here. If the Chargers lose, we can go all the way up to 4, which that is a tremendously valuable pick in this particular draft. In a year where so many teams, especially in the top 5, need quarterback. Bears need quarterback. New England needs quarterback. Washington needs quarterback. If it's all that and then the Chargers, guys, like Marvin Harrison Jr. all of a sudden on the table. If the Chargers lose this game, the Cardinals somehow win, and the Giants can finish this thing out. That would be absurd. We're going to do a live chat for the Super Bowl? Of course we are. Every year, no matter what, we'll be here for the Super Bowl. Here comes Gabbert, who's going to run for 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 3 coming up. Maybe we won't. Are we doing the Super Bowl this year? I'm pretty sure. Most of the time I try to do Super Bowl every single year. It's a good time. What are the odds the Bears decide to stay with Fields? You're going to hear talk about that, but honestly, having the number 1 overall pick via trade, having another first rounder later, it's a great opportunity to rebuild behind Caleb Williams. Like, why not do that? I say it's like a 90% chance to me that they take the quarterback, maybe even higher. Here comes the screen by Mecole Hardman, who's going to pick up the first down for the Chiefs. They're at the 38-yard line now with 2.5 left in the third. That's the only way, though, guys. If the Chargers, if we pick anywhere, let's say 5 through 7, if we pick anywhere inside of those, inside of these picks here, 5 through 7, I do not think there's any chance of us getting Marvin Harrison. Very, very slim. If we pick at 4, though, I think there's a pretty not a decent chance, but there's a chance. There's not a bad chance of that happening. And when I tell you guys that's one of the most significant wide receivers anyone could sign in a long time, I mean it. P. Ryan's going to pick up another 10 yards. He fumbled it, but I think the ground caused it. They're going to say, yeah, it's going to be Chiefs ball. If we get 4, I'm going Marvin Harrison. If we get 5, I want Brock Bowers. I'm with you there. If we get 5 and Malik Neighbors is there, though, I would definitely want that as well. That's going to continue to be a pretty huge narrative that we follow throughout the season. And I'll give you guys more of my opinion on the Neighbors versus Bowers argument as I learn more, because I'm still watching stuff on both of those guys, still reading on both of those guys. So I'll have a solidified opinion a little closer to the draft. But if we fall down to 7, I think Brock is still on the table. McKinstry's on the table. You got some names that are still very big impact players, but pick 4 in this year, I cannot tell you how big of a deal that would be, dude. That would be so massive. Richard with the 2. I love monsters. No, I'm not. I know what you're talking about, though. I know what you're talking about. When I went to the Bears game, the Chargers-Bears game at SoFi, me and the wife decided to go vacation in Vegas first. And let's just say Monster helped fuel some nights that we'll never remember. Here comes 2nd and 8. 7 and 8. I tried to, okay, so yes, I am a habitual energy drinker. I probably should cut back on them a little bit. I've cut back a lot. There's a photo of me somewhere floating around when I used to work back at my studio, or a studio I used to work at, of me passed out at my editing station with like 6 monsters in front of me. I was heading in a bad way. Now I probably drink them like once, maybe twice a week. Keeps me going. But these are definitely my favorite ones. This is the pineapple one. Definitely my favorite. Drink responsibly, even energy drinks. 3rd and 4. And it's going to be incomplete for the Chiefs. What's going on? I didn't even see the ball thrown. 4th and 3 coming up. I didn't even see what happened. Incomplete for Noah Gray. Khalil Mack ended up defending that one. He's going to get a credit for that. It'll be 4th and 3, and the Chiefs going to have to punt it away again, right? Yeah. Cardinals have the ball back, by the way. Is there anything happened with the Washington Commanders? They're down 35-10, so that game is pretty much put away. We are following the Cardinals, the Giants, and the Chargers to determine our draft position for 2024. Chris, I see you, dude. Hey, somebody put on their Sherlock hat and go look up this college football dogs account or whatever and see if they got any credibility, because if they do, that's pretty big. If they got some credit, man, if that's not a bad development right there, dude. That's pretty huge. That's pretty huge. But I don't know. I didn't have enough time to look them up. I lightly looked them up before the game. I didn't find anything. But that's what they're saying. And for those of you guys who are wondering what we're talking about, I actually replied to somebody about this earlier. Thanks, Chris, for the 2. Oh, please, baby. Actually, we're going to go ahead and put that right there. Let's go to my replies here. I just talked to somebody about this earlier. Right here. College football dogs. Breaking news. Head coach Jim Harbaugh is expected to become the next head coach of the Chargers as early as next week, CFB dogs have learned. Sources close to the situation tell CFB dogs Harbaugh has been looking into real estate at the Los Angeles County areas. Expected deal to be laid out soon. Situation is very fluid. This could change as multiple NFL teams have interest in the 3-time Big Ten champion coach. There's also expectation that J.J. McCarthy declare in the 2024 draft soon after the national championship if Harbaugh does indeed accept a new job. For more breaking news, follow them at College Football Dogs. Now here's the deal. Maybe these guys are legit. I'm hoping they are. But this account only has 500 followers. Which makes me think maybe not. I don't know. But who knows? Maybe they do have a source. I'm not going to bury it. Just going to take a little grain of salt. Do that thing a little bit. And just kind of dig a little deeper. We'll wait and see. But that certainly is exciting. Certainly is exciting. If he wins tomorrow, he get out like he did call it. Yeah, I think, guys, honestly, if you're wondering who to root for tomorrow in the national championship, it's going to be the Wolverines. I'm going to show you guys something. It's going to take me a second to look it up, though. Apologize. Everybody, buckle up. Did I miss anything? Had to make a call. No, nothing yet. Chargers got the ball back inside the 10. 8 seconds left in the third. We are still chugging along. However, the Arizona Cardinals are tied with the Seattle Seahawks. Philadelphia finally on the board with 3. It's 3-24 there. Lots to monitor in terms of our draft position. I just wanted to say, before this weekend transpires, I want everybody to know that I have been a Wolverine fan a long time. This is not a bandwagon thing. And I don't want to hear anything otherwise, okay? Because we've been repping the Wolverines a long time. All right. We've been loyal fans. We've held stern. Even when the franchise got a little bumpy in the third movie, we never went anywhere. All right. No bandwagon rumors for this guy. No, sir. Been there since the beginning, baby. Let's go. Since day one, baby. Let's get it. YouTube will benefit from a director's stream of the national championship game. I'm thinking about it. I still am. I tried to stream the Rose Bowl. Life kind of got in the way. And I was in the middle, if you guys didn't see it, of my Jim Harbaugh teaser trailer that I ended up putting out the next day. I think that day at halftime. We'll see if I can make some time tomorrow, though. That'd be kind of sick. Am I hyped for the new Wolverine game? I am so pumped, dude. For those of you who don't know, like, I did read some comic books growing up. Wolverine was one of my favorite superheroes. I think him and Spider-Man kind of edged out. I think it was Spider-Man Wolverine than Batman for me growing up. And yes, I do have a Wolverine costume in the closet for just such occasion. Should I come out on the stream tomorrow? If I do stream, should I just put on the getup? To be a Wolverine during that live stream? I wish I could see the bewildered look on all the Michigan fans that come in like, let's go! What's this guy, what's this guy's deal? He's in a mental hospital? Is he streaming from a mental hospital? Sorry, guys, I didn't have a jersey. This is the best I could do on such short notice. You could do a movie-accurate Wolverine costume, but not a jersey in the last month? Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, exposed. That's what I had available in my arsenal. I'm an Oregon fan. Yeah, the Huskies. I'm sure you got a preference for who wins tomorrow, huh? Chargers got the ball, by the way. We are at the 24-yard line. Oh, Davis is off to the race. No, he's going to get tackled from behind at the last second. Yo, Davis with the big play right there. Joe Alexander with 34 months. The Chargers may be bad on the field, but the organization gave me tickets today in a end zone suite, so at least I can wallow in luxury. Let's go, Joe. That's sick, dude. Yeah, put your feet up, man. Put your feet up. Pegasus coming back with the 20. This is the cap off the 2023 debacle. I smell a new beginning coming soon. It's time for bed. Take care. Take care, Pegasus. Dude drops a 20 bomb and then casually walks off the stage. Thank you so much, my man. Here comes a carry for Austin Eckler. It'll be 3 yards. 2nd and 7 coming up. Thank you. Thank you. Constellation Pegasus getting ready for the new era. The 2024 Chargers season will officially begin in 14 minutes of game clock. How exciting is that? How exciting is that? Thank you so much, Pegasus. Good night and good luck to you. We'll see you in the morning, bright and early, shining, ready for a new day as a Chargers fan in this new era. Appreciate that. Regular wants us to... Yeah, I think that's kind of the consensus right now. Here comes 2nd and 7. Easton Sticks firing for the sideline.
I smell a new beginning coming soon.
Incomplete.
It's time for bed. Take care.
Take care, my friend. Take care. Thank you so much. $20 holla, and we're back on it. Chazikus playing for the draft pick. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Chargers at 4th and 7 now. Easton Stick incomplete. Not a bad pass both times, just both incomplete. 4th and 7. Chargers likely punt here at the 45-yard line. Waiting to see what happens. Now, if you're just joining us, something developing right now, which is pretty crazy. Something in my wildest dreams didn't think would happen. The Chargers, who should maybe be playing to lose at this point, may be able to position themselves with pick number 4 in the draft. Can you imagine pick number 4? Not just pick number 4 in the draft, because yes, you're going to get a dog at pick number 4. But pick number 4 in a season where you got quarterback needy teams all over the place. Chicago quarterback, New England quarterback, Washington quarterback. And then if the Chargers are right there, then oh my God, what's going to happen? But on top of that, you're going to get pick number 4 throughout the rest of the draft. So I would imagine you get a good offensive lineman, you get a good corner, right? Maybe good running back. You're going to be positioned to take the best at the top of each round as well, which is pretty significant, mind you. This will be a big one, man. So we're closely following and monitoring the scores of the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Giants in this stream as well. Right now, Arizona tied 13-13 with Seattle. New York Giants up 24-3 at the very worst. If the Chargers lose this game, at the very worst, we get pick 5. Top 5 pick with a top 5 quarterback. Very rare to see that. Maybe with a new top 5 head coach. Please, Chargers. Please. Someone out there, go fake blowing out a knee or something. Oh, coach, owie. Take me out. I know, terrible timing. I'm sorry. We got to figure out a way to make that happen, man. We may be positioned for a top 5 pick. You got to lose this game, though. You got to lose this game. Even have a chance at that. Aaron with the 23 says, just joining the chat. If we lose, does Giants win? Give us the... Yes. Just like we went over, yes. Yes, if the Giants win their game and the Chargers lose, we're locked in at number 5. Automatically. Locked in at number 5. If the Cardinals win on top of that, then we are pick 4, baby. And some would say, oh, what if Washington wins? They're not. They're down 10-35, I think, last I checked. Yep, still that. Even if they did win somehow, I think the Chargers still locked in at 4 because of the strength of schedule. But a top 5 pick already, man. Ooh, please. Giants are going to win. So top 5 is kind of like, if we lose, top 5 is already like, that's what's happening. If we lose, we're a top 5 pick. Holy guacamole, that's amazing, right? Arizona losing or Arizona winning would be the cherry on top that we're just kind of waiting for. So it's big, man. This next 13 minutes of Chargers football, the last 13 minutes of the season, could very well determine if we're a top 5 draft pick or pick number 6 or 7. That's kind of where we're at. That's crazy, huh? Come on, baby. Giants choke job incoming. How much time is left in that game? They're in the 4th as well. I highly doubt that. We kind of do need to lose. Yes, we do. We kind of do need to lose. You think Chicago goes Marvin Harrison Jr. and Arizona will take Neighbors? I don't know, man. Arizona's the only one where I'm like, maybe they don't take a quarterback. There's a lot of talk that they do. But you know, it depends on how you feel about Kyler Murray. He could be great. It could be bad. Washington has been on this thing about Howell, which I think is all a bunch of bullcrap. New England definitely needs a quarterback. Chicago definitely needs a quarterback. I would say at least 2 quarterbacks taken in the top 4, which would leave the Chargers with their pick of, I would say, Malik Neighbors or Marvin Harrison Jr., depending on like if one of those fell. But either way, man, like you're looking really, really good. And even at this point, guys, some people are going to be on the bandwagon or on the train for trading down. That would be one of the best trade down positions in the entire draft. All Bears fans I know want to roll with Fields next year. It would be crazy. Maybe that's how much they love Marvin Harrison Jr., the idea of that. This next carry on 2nd and 7 is going to go for a first down for the Chiefs. They got a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Keep running it, Chiefs. Keep running it. Arizona's content with Murray and keeping Murray. I've heard both, which is crazy. Like with both teams, with the Chicago Bears and the Arizona Cardinals, I've heard both. Like, oh, we like our quarterback, we're good. And on the other side, oh, it's a disaster. Yeah, we're definitely going to go out there and get the best quarterback in the draft, especially with the number 1 overall pick. Here's another first down. Not Samaje. LaMichael Pirine. LaMichael Pirine picks up another first. They're going to be at the 35-yard line now. Chiefs are driving. We have 12 minutes left on the clock. Let's get a long snapper at number 4. I'm about it. I'm so about it. Chicago might want to trade out of the number 1. If they are really not going for quarterback, then yeah, trade out of the number 1. Let somebody else go get Williams. But why wouldn't you want, especially like, what are the next upcoming classes, right? Who are we talking? It's never a guarantee that these QB classes are going to be as good as this year. It's not bad this year. It's certainly not bad this year. I would kind of go for it. Oh! Is that Zach Ertz? Who weighs number 85 now? That's Trey McBride, excuse me. Trey McBride just scored a touchdown for the Cardinals, y'all. Cardinals are going to go up 20-13 with 10 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Giants still up 24-3. Guys, Chargers' only job here may need to be to lose, and we get pick number 4. Are you kidding me? Trey McBride, wide open back of the end zone, puts the Cardinals on top, and the Chargers' pressure to lose is building. Here comes Gabbert. Throws a pass incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. Seth with the 5's director. If we get Harbaugh, I'm crying like we already won a Super Bowl. I'm going to feel the same way. I literally am going to take my family out to a crab dinner or something. Like, sorry, they were looking at a penalty. That's going to be declined. Anyway, yeah, it's going to be a huge deal for this franchise. Huge deal. Would you rather keep Mac or trade Mac? Love him, but Bosa's dedicated. I think the Chargers might be forced to make that move. In which case, trade him. While he's a league leader in sacks, like top 3, like trade him while his draft value is still there, or his trade value is still there. Get something before this upcoming draft to give to your new head coach and GM to work with. Thank you so much there, Steph, for the $5 holla. Here comes Gabbert, who's going to fire underneath. Incomplete. Walloped by Jasir Taylor. It'll be a 3rd and 10 just like that. Matthew Dollar, the 33, says, what up, Director? Shout out to you. You've been fun hanging out with you in the podcast. Keep it up. Let's go, Harbaugh. Stop wasting our quarterback. Let's go. Thank you so much, Matthew. 33 months, my man. Wow. That's crazy. I can't even believe we've been up and operating that long. Who is this director guy? Thank you so much, man. Appreciate the support. So Cardinals up 20-13. Giants up 24-3. Can the Chiefs get a first down here? It's going to be an underneath pass to P. Ryan, and P. Ryan's going to be like a yard short of the first down. They're going to be at their own 43-yard line, so likely another punt here. Woo, GIF. Come on, man. Y'all don't know, but a big, big, big part of next season is kind of riding on your shoulder. We got to lose this game, dude. We got to lose this game, man. Would it be the most Chargers thing ever for the Chargers to win a game that we had to lose? Probably. Probably. Here comes the punt by the Chiefs. There's Davis who's going to fair catch it inside the 15. And here come the Chargers offense once again, baby. Sam Hartman is Herbie's backup. I don't hate it. Who knows what's going to happen to Stick after this year? No matter what, Joey Bosa, Khalil Mack aren't going to be on the same team in 2024. Yo, they're not. Yeah, that in itself is true, in my opinion. New Star Wars trilogy or Chargers ring in the next decade? Chargers. Disney might find a way to mess it up. And Star Wars, they come out with some fun stuff anyway, even outside the movie. Sometimes better than the movies. Mandalorian's one of the best things to ever come out in Star Wars, ever. I loved Book of Boba Fett. Not many people did. I loved that show. I loved Ahsoka. The games have been fire. The Jedi Survivor series has been amazing. I could live with that. As much as I would love a Star Wars trilogy, give me that ring, dude. Give me that ring. The new What If is weird for Marvel? I gotta go see that. I totally forgot that came out. I heard if they lose, they'll get the 4th pick. Is that true, director? Yeah, Miguel, dude. Hi. Yeah, if Arizona wins, which they're leading 20-13, if the Giants win, which they're leading to 24-3, and the Chargers lose, we go from pick 6 to pick 4. Bing, bang, boom. Set in. Done. We're ready for the draft. Like, that would be crazy. If the Giants win, the Cardinals lose, and the Chargers lose, we still get pick number 5. The only thing that could mess us up is if the Chargers win. Then I think we're at like pick 6 or 7. We kind of need to lose. Yeah, we kind of need to lose. Oh, Andor! I'm sorry, Scott. Andor, probably the best of all, outside of the Mandalorian. Andor was absolutely breathtaking. So good. The only good movie... Okay, I'll take that back. There's been a couple of good movies in the Disney era. Rogue One, absolutely number 1. By far. Like, Rogue One, everybody else, right? Huge tier difference there. I happen to really love The Force Awakens. After that, the other two were pretty garbage. And I actually kind of liked Solo, right? I thought that was not a bad movie either. Outside of that, though, it's been... Yeah. So, like, Solo was decent, right? Like, I think people forget because of how bad... the franchise was doing at that time. Solo was actually a great movie. I loved it. I still watch it. But Rogue One, like, threw me back in my, like, cinema chair, like I was 7 years old again, just watching A New Hope for the first time. I was like, it was, what an experience that was. What an experience that was. Giants are scaring me. Here comes Easton Stick. He's going to pass underneath to Austin Eckler, who's going to pick up 5. He takes a big hit. Hopefully he's okay. He's good. Chargers going to have a 2nd and 5 at the 20. The actor for Han was very good. Yeah, and he's silenced a lot of doubters, dude. I didn't like someone else playing Han Solo other than Harrison, but he did great. Philadelphia did score a touchdown, by the way. Still down 9-24. Here comes another outside hit. Oh, big hit on Erickson again, dude. Chiefs playing kind of nasty right now. I think it's going to be enough for a first down. Chargers at the 24-yard line. Andor was good. Yeah, for sure. Wonder if the Rogue One original cut will ever be released. Was that the one with Gareth Edwards and all that? Yeah, I wonder. A lot of that stuff I wonder. The biggest one I'm wondering would ever be released, I think it was Revenge of the Sith. That had like a 3-hour edit somewhere in the universe. I would love to see that. You think it's time to move on from Mech? I do. Here comes Austin, or I should say Easton Stick. He's going to fire over the middle and find Donald Parham. Dude, Stick's looking like Justin Herbert, prime Justin Herbert right now. We need to slow down. Chargers got the ball at the 42-yard line. Even a field goal, maybe not good news for the Chargers if you're hoping to lose right now, man. If you're hoping to lose, maybe not the best in the world. Obi-Wan series was awesome. Yeah, Obi-Wan was great too. Oh, Quentin Johnston on a nice, long, well-placed pass by Easton Stick is going to drop that one. He needs more reps, man. He needs more confidence, this guy. Honestly, the perfect ball from Easton Stick. That would have been like a 20, 25-yard pass. That's going to be dropped by Quentin Johnston. For those of you guys who like Megan, if you like the Obi-Wan series, which I enjoyed it a lot, look up Pixel Joker something. Pixel Joker Obi-Wan cut. I think it's called Obi-Wan Master or something. Anyway, it's a cut of the show made into a movie, and this guy like legit worked on Rogue One, so he did like reshoots and like professional visual effects and stuff. It hasn't come out yet, but I've been following the project very closely for the last year. It looks awesome. So there's going to be an Obi-Wan movie pretty soon made by one of the visual effects artists of Rogue One who's adding additional footage and stuff. It looks absolutely insane. It looks awesome. You want to see my Mando edit? I don't know if you know this, if you're remembering or whatever, but I made my own edit of Book of Boba Fett. I made a Book of Boba Fett movie. Here comes Austin Eckler on the dump off. He's going to pick up a first down. Chargers are moving. Got a first down at the 41-yard line. Kansas City Chiefs 41-yard line. I'm a huge Boba Fett fan. I've always been. It's like an unhealthy relationship. If you guys look around the room, I'm sure you'll spot like a ton of Boba stuff. Like, can't quite, right there and there and there. Lots of Boba stuff. And I felt that like the show was decent, but they got the character wrong. So I went through and I edited everything down into like a 2.5, 3-hour movie. And I made him the way I wanted him to be. I burned it on the Blu-ray. It's up on my shelf. I watch it with my kids. I'll never put it on the internet, though. We were going to get the full hammer of the Disney Corporation on our butts. Here comes 1st and 10 for the Chargers at the 41. Who was asking me the other day, too, by the way, about my days actually working on film and stuff? I actually went and found some photos for you guys. Hang on. This is me and Brandon from Rancid. Working at the studio over there. We're doing some fun shenanigans on the side. I think, what was his name? Crap, I forget his name. This guy's from... Stick is going to throw. It's incomplete. They're going to say fumble? No, it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. What was this guy's name? This is the guy from Angels and Airwaves. Come on, focus. Forget his name. He was really funny, though. I forget his name. Even back in the day, working in, we were always repping the Chargers. Can you guys see the logo on there? That San Diego hat right there. That was one of my favorites. There we go. And then there's a couple other guys like. Anyway, I won't show off too much. But for some of the you guys that were asking last stream, I think this is Toad the Wet Sprocket. It's kind of blown out though. You can't see it very well. Anyway, there it is. There it is. There it is. 3rd and 6 coming up for the Chargers. I'm seeing 3rd and 8 over here. They say 3rd and 6 at the 39-yard line. 39-yard line. Here comes Easton, fires, and it is caught, but it is short, and Erickson took a big hit. He is down at the 35-yard line. It is 4th down. And hopefully Erickson's okay. Is he 82? 82's in the chat, please, and thank you. Need some of the Old Republic shows and movies getting made. I made one. Yeah, I'm sure you guys know that by now. I brag about it a lot. That trophy up there, out of frame, was for that movie.
Knights of the Old Republic. What if Revan and Nihilus fought? How cool would that be?
Well, we did it, and it was fun. What's up, Michael? Yeah. Leaked the book of Boba Fett under a different name. Someone else did a movie edit, too, that wasn't too bad. Mine was fun, though, because unlike the other edit, I really edited down Boba's personality. Like, he was more of the silent killer, you know, rather than the goofy dude that they turned him into. That was my main focus on it. And then the rest of it was more of just cutting out all the weirdness, right? Especially like the robot people and stuff. Like, I just kind of got down to the nitty-gritty. Who's my favorite Charger of all time? It's LT and Sayal. Probably, it's so hard to say one over the other, but LT is one that, you know, brought me into the fandom. I knew of Sayal, but not until after I became a Chargers fan, too. Yes, 82's in the chat. Do I have an Xbox? I do. Well, guys, so here's the situation right now. Cardinals have the football versus Seattle. We're going to open up this one, too. Keep an eye on both of these games. Okay? There are 7 minutes left in the Cardinals game. Can't quite see where they are. There's a black box down there. Let's take a look at this one. Gamecast. Here we go. So right now, the Giants looks like they're driving. It's a 3rd and 4 from Philadelphia's 43, so they have a chance to tack on some more points there. They have 7, almost 8 minutes left on the clock. The Cardinals are looking at a 3rd and 11, unfortunately. They're at their own 40. They might have to punt it away. Try and hold on to that lead. The Chargers are at a 4th and 8. They're going to say incomplete pass to Erickson, which would put him on the 39. And let's see what the Chargers decide to do here. They're going to go for it. 4th and 8. They're going for it. This is big, guys. Hold your breath. Easton Stick, lot of pressure. Stick gets it away, and he's going to fire it off to the sideline. I don't know if they got both feet, and maybe they did. I think it's a first down Chargers. Are you kidding me? Yo! We're taking a second look at this play. I know a lot of you guys are like, no! Donald Parham, what a play there. He got the 1 foot down. I think they're going to say the hip was down, so it is a first down. Here comes Easton Stick. They are in field goal range now. So they're in position to win it with a field goal. Here comes Austin Eckler inside the 20. Oh my goodness. For those of you wanting to lose this game, it just got sketchy all of a sudden. Here comes Davis with a nice carry. He'll pick up the first down. Chargers 1st and 10 at the Kansas City 16 with 7 minutes left to play. The table is set. Giants likely win their game. Cardinals have a good shot at winning their game. Chargers just need to lose, and we get pick number 4. If we win, we likely get pick 6 or 7. 6 or 7. Which is a big, big deal. Eric coming in with it, too, says most Chargers thing ever, I swear. I know. Let's see how this shakes out, though. Here comes Easton Stick with the carry. And he's going to pick up 9. It's 2nd and 1. All the Chargers need to do is lose this game, and they may get pick number 4. This is tough, baby. 2nd and 1. Chargers looking like the 2006 Bolts. It's a carry. It's Austin Eckler. Eckler picks up the first. It's 1st and goal from the 5. Why must we suck at losing when we need to lose? Oh my gosh, guys. 5:40 on the clock. Yeah, our chances at Marvin Harrison and maybe Neighbors go out the door if we win this game. We got to wait and see what happens, man. Stick. He's looking. He's looking. He's going to take off on the ground. He's going to take a big hit. He's down inside the 1. Second and goal from the 1-yard line. Juan with the 5 says, if I were Stick or Dicker, I'd intentionally safety the ball. I don't know, man. Here comes Stick. Incomplete pass. There is a flag, though. It might be first and goal. No foul. It'll be third and goal with 4 minutes and 52 seconds left. The Chiefs almost intercepted it, too. Ooh. Oh, my God. Third and goal. Of course, the Chargers can take the lead with a field goal. So they're taking the lead no matter what, unless we get a turnover here. Here comes Easton Stick. In motion is going to be Davis. And there is a timeout. There is a timeout. Chargers took a timeout here. Hopefully someone on the sideline was like, hey, this director guy says if we lose, we get pick number 4. Someone call Max Duggan. Get him to QB sneak that thing in. Ah! Third and goal. We are waiting for the timeout. Meanwhile, the Cardinals still have the ball. Let's go take a look at their drives. Cardinals are driving. They're going to get a 2-score lead with at least a field goal here, man. They're already at the 30. Cardinals are going to win that game. Giants are going to win this game. They just scored another field goal. If the Chargers lose, we are pick 4. We are pick 4 if we lose this game. Here it comes, baby. Third and goal. It's a pitch to Eckler. The Chiefs are all over him. He loses yardage. It's fourth and goal. Chargers are going to take the lead with a field goal. Go for it. I guess it's how you. It depends on how you feel. If you want to win this game, do you think they're capable of going and kicking a field goal? No, they're going to bring out Dicker. It's a chip shot, guys. He's not missing this. He's not missing this. Yeah, it's up. It's good. And the Chargers take the lead. Okay, so the Chiefs, who have done nothing this game offensively, need a field goal to win. They have 4 minutes to make it happen. Technically, the table is set. But I don't know, man. I don't know. We may go from pick 4 to pick 7 or 6 just like that. I don't know what to say, dude. This is crazy. Kellen Moore called a perfect play to keep the Chargers from scoring a touchdown, a pitch to Austin Eckler. Oh my God, this is insane, dude. How is it like this? There's nothing. We're a 5-11 team. It's the fourth quarter and we're winning, and I'm still feeling the fourth quarter jitters. How did you do this, Chargers? Oh my God. Chargers need a stop and they win. Chiefs need a field goal and they win. Anything could still happen, but oh my God, dudes, this is crazy. Here come the Chiefs offense. The Giants, they have the ball, it looks like. They're going to win that game. They've already won. That game's done. It's 4th and 5 for the Cardinals right now. They're going to put up a field goal, which will put them 23-13 with only 3 minutes left, two possession lead. They're probably going to win that game. It kind of comes down to the Chiefs right here, man. If the Chiefs score a field goal, we are pick number 4. If they don't, we're pick number 7 or 8. Here comes a carry by Pirine that's good for 4 yards. 2nd and 6 coming up. Less than 4 minutes left on the clock right now. And unfortunately, this is the part of the Chargers team that kind of outweighs the Chiefs right now. With those starters out, the Chargers defense looks really good versus the Chiefs. Jerron with the twos as director. What can we take right? I don't know, man. Here comes Gabbert. No running back. Chargers looks like they're sending the house, and they are. It's going to be incomplete. Khalil Mack batted that thing down. 3rd and 7 coming up. Oh, my God. Third and 7. Here comes Blaine Gabbert. He's on the run. Gabbert, you got to slide, dude. Oh, my God. Wait, Gabbert just ran for like 30 yards, yo. Jace Rue with the 2 says, Chief subreddit wants to lose so badly to avoid Marvin Harrison Jr. in the division. They got Harrison Butker back there, man. So they need like 10 yards. Gabbert, dude, just ran for 30. They're on the 47-yard line of the Chargers, 1st and 10. It's a carry. And it's going to go for nothing. Back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Oh, my God. Here comes 2nd and 10. Gabbert. Lots of pressure. He's got to take off again. Gabbert's on the move. Gabbert has the first. Gabbert gets them in field goal range. Brusso with the 2 says, when we win, we lose. Chargers. The Chiefs are in field goal range, dude. BC with the 20 says, Spanos, call down there and tell them not to let them score, please. Let them in. That meme. Let us in. Let us in. Chargers. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, my God, dudes. Chiefs have the ball at the 33. They still have Harrison Butker in there, right? He's a great kicker. Chiefs need to run it a few times and hit that field goal. Come on, man. Can we let the chargering benefit us for once in our sad lives? Woo,
Spanos, call down and tell them to let them score.
Oh, man, dude. I got the sweats right now. Like, I cannot believe what's happening. Again, for those of you just joining. Wait a minute. The Cardinals didn't score a field goal? Why? They were in field goal range. Okay, so for those of you just joining us, the Giants are going to win this game, okay? If the Giants win and we lose, we lock in pick number 5, okay? Here's the added sugar on top. If the Cardinals win, the Giants win, and we lose, and currently the Cardinals are up 20-13, then the Chargers climb all the way up to pick number 4. However, If the Chargers win, it doesn't matter what happens. We're pick number 6 or 7. That's what's on the line right now. Okay? If you're wondering what's going on, that's what's going on. That's what's going on. Oh, they missed the field goal, says Dylan. Ooh. This one with the 10 says, come on, Bolts. Let's just Charger one more time, please. Just do it for me. Charger one last time, Bolts. Please. Please. Oh, my God. Dude, Juan with the 10. Thank you so much, dude. Yo. The Cardinals missed their field goal. That's devastating. If we get rid of Eckler, are you going to have to get rid of a guitar emo? I will make something new. I will. Eyes on the TV. Yeah, we're watching. We're watching. We're watching. They're coming back out of a commercial break right now. Here come the Kansas City Chiefs. They are just outside the 30-yard line, well within within Harrison Butker field goal range. Here comes Samaje Perine, who's going to pick up like 7 or 8 yards. And the clock continues to roll unless the Chargers, they do call a timeout here. They're going to say that was only 3 yards. It looked like 7 yards. And it was second down, 1:49 left. Chargers with 1 timeout. A first down puts this away if they can hit the field goal for the Chiefs. Did the Hawks just score? Okay. Either way, we knew that the Cardinals were going to be like the extra cherry on top. It could still happen. Who knows? But the Giants are certainly going to win that game. And the Seahawks left the Cardinals with still 2 minutes on the clock. So that could still be the cherry, but we're not as concerned about that. Top 5 pick would be huge. Top 5 pick would be huge, dude. Frankie with the 20. What's up, dude? Right after this play. It is 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Chargers with 1 timeout left. Here comes the carry for Perine. He's going to try and round the corner. And he is not going to get there. It'll be 3rd down. I don't think he got out of bounds either. So the Chargers may call another timeout. They do. Chargers now out of timeouts. It is 3rd down and what? 4? Chiefs are at like the 29-yard line. Here we go. Here comes Frankie with the 20. Can't watch today. Just stopped in to say adios till next season, director. Offseason going to be a movie. Remember, Harbaugh, Belichick, where we put up with the paper bag week 1. Let's go, dude. We got 1,300 people in the chat. Let's go. Hit that like. Frankie, thank you so much for the $20 holla, dude. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. It's been an awesome offseason, man. It's going to be an awesome offseason. It really will. We're going to follow it every step of the way. It's going to be a fun time here on the channel. Yeah, Gino kind of ruined the number 4 pick for us. It could still happen, but at least number 5 right now, because that's going to happen. Giants are going to win. If the Chargers give up a first down right now, it's likely over if they hit the field goal. If not, the Chargers will still have 1:40 to go back and answer.
Can't watch today, just stop.
Here comes
to say adios till next season, director.
Draw to Perine, and Perine has it.
Remember, Harbaugh
has it.
Belichick, where we pull up with paper
they're going to say he's short.
1.
They're going to say he's short. But they can't stop the clock, so they're still going to take their field goal with what? Less than a minute left on the clock. It's 4th and 1. It's 4th and 1. 4th and 1. Thank you so much again, Frankie. I appreciate the love there, man. All right, here we go. 4th and inches. And here comes Harrison Butker. Andy Reid takes his timeout with 54 seconds left on the clock. And here comes Harrison Butker to try and win this game. We're keeping a close eye on the Cardinals game at the same time, guys. We may need to get the result of that on the Bleacher Report show, which will be right after this game. If you guys want more director action, head over to Bleacher Report on the Chargers section right after this game. We're going to be live there with our reaction to this one. The Cardinals just hit a big play. 21 yards to Michael Wilson, and the Cardinals are already at midfield with 1:51 still left on the clock, by the way. Here comes Harrison Butker. This is a big play here, man. 41 yards. Holding my breath. Butker is up and it's good. Chiefs take the lead 13-12. And now the Chargers need to stay out of field goal range in order to secure a top 5 pick. Possibly number 4. Possibly number 4. Now they're going to get ready to reset over there. They're going to be punting it away and all that kind of stuff. While they're doing that, we're going to keep an eye on the Cardinals game. All right, we're keeping an eye on the Cardinals game. There's less than a minute. 45 seconds left in the clock for the Cardinals. They still have 2 timeouts. Where are they? They're at midfield, 3rd and 8 coming up. Of course, 4th down territory there. Wow. Wow. Top 5 pick if the Chargers lose this game. Right now they're down a point. They only have 49 seconds left. And they'll have to drive the length of the field likely. We're going to wait to see what happens with that return. We're keeping an eye on the Cardinals right now. Oh my goodness. Amy says, thanks for the wonderful season. Thank you. It's been an awful season of Chargers football, but thank you for choosing to spend your misery with me, and we can have some yucks and laughs and fun along the way, despite all of that. Yo, the Cardinals just got into field goal range. They burned another timeout. Cardinals hit another big play. Oh, they're just outside of field goal. They're close, though. They're close. And Graham already missed one. Oh, my God. Where'd it go? Did it reset? We're going to keep an eye on that. Thank you, Rad. Oh, man, I'm going to be sick. Chase, thank you, man. Chargers 1st and 20. You guys can't get a field goal. Easton Stick steps back, and he's going to get sacked. The clock is starting to run. It's 2nd and 20. Chargers need to get reset. Chargers need to get reset. 2nd and 20. Easton Stick fires underneath. It's Darius Davis. Davis hit a big play. I don't know if he got out of bounds. I think he did. 3rd and 3 clock is stopped at 25 seconds. There is an injured Chief on the field, number 26. BC with the $20 houses. Harbaugh, Bowers needs to happen outside of cap. What are we going for running back? Need a bruiser. Honestly, right now, an intriguing option for me is a 1-year deal for Derrick Henry while we wait for a solid running back class in the draft. This class is definitely not bad, but that would be a really nasty combo for the season. Hopefully number 26 for the Chiefs is okay as we wait to see what's going on. Raiders are just get a big win over a divisional opponent, which really means nothing other than the case of keeping an interim head coach, staying away from Harbaugh. Yeah, the Raiders went out there, made a really nice case to go out there and keep what's his name. To his credit, he's doing really good. But we don't want them going after Harbaugh as well. The Cardinals, with 16 seconds left, have the ball. At the 32-yard line.
Harbaugh, Bowers needs to happen. Outside of cap, who we going for Air Bay? Need a bruiser.
Taylor for the Seahawks is injured. But it looks like the Cardinals, with the timeout, are just going to try and position themselves for that field goal. Oh, my God, dudes. I see you, Juan. Ricardo with the 5. Congratulations, Director. We did it. I don't know yet, dude. We're waiting. I'm waiting. I'm watching the Seattle Seahawks and Arizona Cardinals game right now. We're watching this right now, guys. I got it up on Red Zone. 1,500 in the chat. Hit that like. They're looking at an injured player for the Seattle Seahawks. Darrell Taylor, linebacker. Thank you, Ricardo, with the $5 holla. Taylor with the 2 says, Brock Bowers! Power! Combo, first, second round. That's not by mistake. Here comes 3rd and 3 for the Chargers. 25 seconds left on the clock, and they're at the 32. Easton Stick stepping back. He needs to find a target. He's going to fire it off over the middle of the field. It's deflected and incomplete. 4th and 3 coming up. Oh my God. Oh my God, dudes. This could happen. We got a 4th and 3 coming up to maybe end this game. We got a field goal coming up for the Cardinals that could help them win that game. We might be seeing a Chargers number 4 pick here in the next minute. Ralph says, give us your sweet Chargers voice. Shout out to the Bolt fam. We'll get him next year. We're going to get some Chargers voice in here in just a second. I'll announce what happened here. Woo! 4th and 3. The Los Angeles Chargers, who have a shot at the number 4 pick, need a loss here. Easton Stick steps back. And avoiding a sack, he's going to throw over the middle of the field. And it is incomplete. Incomplete. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to take over on downs and win this game. I can't believe I just said that. I can't believe those words came out of my mouth. Here come the Arizona Cardinals. If they win this game, we get pick number 4. Ah! Oh my God! Ralph, thank you for the 5. Rick says, final hauls of the season. Thank you, director, for another season. Can't wait to post the Jim Hart video, man. I'm going to be so ecstatic. Thank you, Rick. And the Chiefs are going to kneel it out. They're going to win 13-12. Chargers have locked a top 5 pick as of right now. Technically, after the clock strikes 0 here, yes, we are a top 5 pick as of this moment. Chargers hold pick number 5. This next field goal will determine if it's pick number 4. If field goal is up, it's no good, but the Chargers still picking number 5. Cards missed it, but the Chargers have pick number 5 in the NFL draft. I will take it. I will take it, baby. Let's go! Let's go! That was always the cherry on top anyway. The Chargers locking in a top 5 pick is huge. That is huge. Wow. Yeah, boo Cardinals. You had 2 shots to take the lead and you didn't. Those of you who wanted Marvin Harrison Jr., it's still in the cards. It really is. It's definitely not as possible as it was 5 seconds ago. But top 5 pick, a lot can happen at that point, dude. A lot can happen at that point. What's the highest pick that we've had in recent memory other than Justin Herbert? He was 7, right? Or was he 6? I think he was 7. This is pretty significant. We have the quarterback. We have the draft capital. Now we just need the coach. And that could happen in the next couple of days, man. Oh, my God. It was Bosa at 4. Yeah, that was a ways back. That was a ways back. So Herbert at 6, Bosa at 4, the most recent top 10 draft picks that we've had. Oh, my God. I can't believe that just happened, dude. What a nail biter for the weirdest reasons in that one, man. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Let's go. Chargers have the number 5 pick in the NFL draft. And we are heading right in to the coach hype tomorrow, dudes. This is insanity. There it is. Ah! With that, and these are all locked. Draft position clinched. The Los Angeles Chargers will be picking number 5 in the NFL draft. So close to picking number 4. Either way, 5 is a great position to have, baby. Let's go! Let's go! Oh, my God. All right, here we go. Well, guys, it's been a fantastic stream. Eric says Prater is the new Kading. Yeah, he is. It's been a fantastic stream. Thank you for all the super chats, all the support, all the hype. We had 1,500 people in here for a 5-11, now 5-12 Chargers team on the last regular season game of the season. Thank you to all the Bolt fam that showed up. Thank you to the New York Giants for beating down on the Philadelphia Eagles, giving us a top 5 pick. What an absolute banger season at the end here as we turn the corner in 2024 that it has been. It's been a beautiful time, man. Oh, I see that red in there. Juan said with the 5s, as you could say, it wasn't in the cards. Haha, Cardinals. Thank you so much, man. 100 holla coming in from Boss Mac. Thank you for all you do, Director. I was thinking if we get Jim go live so we can all celebrate Bolt Up. Boss Mac, I will be here. 100% I will be here. The day the Chargers sign Jim Harbaugh, we'll be here for the draft. The hype is building. The hype is building, man. A top 5 pick, a top 5 quarterback. Jim Harbaugh is sprinting to Los Angeles, baby. Boss Mac, dude. $100 holla, man. Thank you so much for the support, dude. We're going to throw some bolt ups in the chat for that one. Give him some love in the chat. Huge supporter of the channel. Thank you so much, Boss Mac. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's been a wild close of the season. Eric with the 2 says, are we going to go live for the Super Bowl? More than likely, yes. More than likely, yes. Wow. Hearts goes to the 2 says, Michigan stream, please. That's a big maybe. That's a big maybe. That's a big maybe. But we'll see if we can make it happen, because that's a huge, huge, huge moment for the Chargers. Wow, baby. Guys, thank you so much. Again, thank you, Boss Mac and Pegasus and everybody out there. BC, for all the huge donations today, man. It's been awesome. We're going to jump over to Bleacher Report to talk about what just happened and where the Chargers draft looks like now.
Live so we can all celebrate a high voltage sign.
Let's go, Boss Mac. Thank you guys so much for joining me in support. We'll see you next time. We'll see you maybe tomorrow with that Michigan Huskies game. And as always, bolt up, stay frosty. Let's celebrate that top 5 pick, baby. Let's go! Wait! Wait! BC just dropped a hundy. He says, thanks, Director. Looking forward to the next year. We'll be watching. Gonna be a great offseason. Let's go! BC, Boss Mac, thank you guys so much for the love in there, dude. I can't even believe it. We're gonna have the best offseason in Chargers history starting tomorrow. Chargers, or Wolverines versus Huskies. Natty on the other side, baby. Thank you, BC. $100 holla. Give him some love, dudes. Bolt Squads is Bosa at 6. My Dub 7. Herbert 6. Let's go. Oh, my God, Boss Matt. Thank you, Director, for a fun season, win or lose. Guys, thank you so much. Bolt up, baby. Much love. We'll see you at Bleacher Report. Mwah. Dude, beautiful. Thank you, Chiefs. Ugh. But thank you. And lastly, for those of you asking, Bleacher Report is an app. Go download the app, look for the Chargers section. I'll be live there shortly. Much love, everybody.